Hello and welcome to the first speed event. We're going to be doing a grind, true pacifist hell, and today we're going to be featuring the runners Meowmix Mix, Shin Greywords, Kirby, and Carly Braun. On commentary today is going to be myself, Ix, Kenny Jump, and joining us for the very first time on, I was going to say a Moss ranking stream, but a Spelunky community grind event is going to be Flannel Violin. So this category is super weird, so I put together a little bit of a video that will hopefully explain some of the crazy mechanics of the Pacifist run. Stay tuned as well for the Yama finish at the very end, which is a very interesting fight. But I'm going to mute myself, watch the video, and we're going to be back for a takeoff in about 5 minutes. But thanks for joining us. True Pacifist Hell. This category is a bit different from other Spelunky challenges, so I want to spend a couple of minutes discussing the nature of the run and highlight some of the mechanics behind a successful completion. So, the foundation of the challenge is a hell run, which, among other things, typically involves killing Anubis twice, once on 4-1 for the Scepter, and then a second time in the City of Gold after grabbing the Book of the Dead. We also defeat Olmec by dropping him to lava near the Hell Door, and destroy Yama in the finale by any means necessary. Before talking about those bosses though, let's talk about what generally counts as a kill in Spelunky, and to do this I'll make use of a tracker developed by Sawyer, which is going to be visible in the top right hand corner. So some things in this are going to be pretty intuitive. For example, jumping and killing a snake will immediately raise my kill counter from 0 to 1. Similarly, by jumping on top of a caveman, I'm not going to get credit for that kill until I've done the 3 damage necessary to actually send him to the afterlife. Now things get a little bit weird here. I've stunned a caveman, but it's actually the tiki trap that did the final blow here, and I did get credit for that kill. However, if I stun the tiki man, let him wake up and have him walk into the tiki trap, it's no longer going to be counted as my kill. However, that rule doesn't apply to damsels. Here, damsels, as soon as I've touched them, I get credit for however they die. Hired hands don't follow that same rule. In fact, you can't get credit for killing a hired help, I believe, no matter what you do. Back to things that are a little bit counterintuitive. If I whip a rock onto a snake, I won't get credit for that kill. However, as soon as I pick it up and drop a rock on the snake, that becomes my item. And that's true even if I put the rock back down and then whip it. So I got kills for those last 2 snakes. The good news for completing this category is it's always safe to whip treasure on enemies' heads. I'm not getting kills for any of that. Similarly, if I whip an item onto a snake's head, I'm not going to get the kill. But of course, blowing up the snake is going to count for it. Counter goes to 7 here. Dropping push blocks, whether they're real push blocks or powder kegs, won't count as a kill. Similarly, if I blow up gems inside the crust, I don't get a kill for that. If I drop loose gold or rubies on top of enemies, I won't get kills for that. Similarly, if I unlock rubies from crust, I won't get a kill for that either. So a couple nice things to keep in mind in your runs. However, if you're just bombing gold towards enemies, you will actually get kills for that. Same thing with gems here. A little bit counterintuitive here. Stacks of gold bars won't actually generate kills, but as soon as I move them and turn them into separate entities, I will get credit for any enemies that they run into. The last thing I mention here are that scarabs are safe to pick up as treasure. So kill counter is still at 12, but as soon as I whip one, I will get credit for the kill here. Talked about the bosses before. Turns out the Anubises aren't that difficult. You can dispatch Anubis 1 by Tiki Trap, or even a Crush Trap, or Mummies in a pinch. And similarly, just like in low percent hell, you can kill Anubis 2 by using Olmec to stomp over its head. Bigger challenge though are the bosses. So it turns out that to get into the Hell Door you need any platform. Doesn't have to be Olmec's head. Here is a clip from the True Pacifist Hell World Record where I am aligning the push blocks that formed in the crust. I'm going to take a second to grab those bombs over there, but then I'm going to be very careful not to destroy those blocks so that I can just ride those blocks right into the hell door. And actually I have a couple of seconds before the blocks disintegrate where I can just sneak right into hell. So Yama is actually very similar to the low percent hell fight as well. You pick up Yama's head and you have to pin him to the tiki traps here. You also have to make use of the second phase skip by actually pinning him in a one tile hole here. And this is going to skip the second phase of Yama, and if you fail to do this you actually will get credit for one kill. But then we just fly to the exit safely, and that's true pacifist hell. So good luck to all 4 runners that are running today. Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of that tutorial. It's going to be on YouTube as well. But I think it's time for our event to start. So if the runners can get into the lobby, we'll all hopefully take off together. And should welcome in Flannel Violin on commentary as well. Are you here?
Hello.
Alright, welcome. So, looks like 3 of our 4 runners are ready. Carla Braun is maybe...
Carla Brown got a head start.
So yeah, it's not going to be a race. We're hoping that all 4 runners make it deep into the category. But yeah, I guess I'll give a bit of a countdown. And alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So, very casual event, so I'm not going to try to sync their streams or anything. Again, hoping that we get some completions. So Flannel, you had a couple comments from the tutorial video about what was missing?
So, I've watched the video a couple times in preparation for the event, and I took notes, because I like to be over-prepared for things.
Sure.
So, a lot of where you didn't talk about luring things with arrow traps and spikes, mostly because it's assumed that if you don't get the final blow or didn't touch the enemy before it died, you would never get the credit for the kill.
So it's the mechanic at the very top where if you stunned an enemy, for example, if you whipped an enemy into a spike, then you will get credit for that kill. But if you've whipped them and they walk off an edge, you won't get credit for it.
So if you whip them and then if you whip a Yeti, which doesn't take whip damage anyway, and they walk, and then for some reason their AI takes them into the you wouldn't get the credit.
That's right, yeah. You can do things like put things on falling platforms, lots of weird strategies that usually don't come up, but yeah, the main thing is try to avoid killing enemies. There's a lot to memorize. I don't know that anyone's ever going to complete a run where they bomb a pyramid of gold and have that gold kill a bunch of annoying enemies, but you never know. I actually discovered that while putting together the tutorial and looking for some sense to all this madness. Yeah, so as I mentioned in the video, the kill tracker you see in various spots on runners' screens, but if it ever goes from 0 to 1 or 0 to 25, then the runners will have technically lost that run.
Can you talk a little bit about the history of the tracker and what it can and cannot be used for?
Oh, sure, yeah. So the tracker is actually very recent. I asked Sawyer to put it together, and I really was thinking that it would be a helpful training tool to also learn some more of the techniques, but yeah, it's maybe a week old or something. He just put it together. We've been starting to use a lot more trackers in the community in general. I mentioned Sawyer. He's got the All Achievements tracker as well, and that's been very popular both for the achievements categories and now very popular with the All Journals as well. By the way, we've got our first runner, Shin Greyward's, making it to the jungle.
Is there anything extra he needs to worry about in the jungle? Especially since he's on a haunted level. The zombies, I know, or they like to throw themselves at you, and they're harder to avoid.
Oh yeah, the Zhangxi just feel a little bit more random than some of the other enemies that you encounter, but I actually like Dead RS's levels because they don't feature any living enemies. Specifically, they don't have any of the annoying frogs, and they also don't have monkeys are pretty annoying in this category. But I would stay away from the haunted castle though. That is usually packed with enemies.
And so also, speaking of monkeys, isn't there a weird interaction with monkeys and a rope?
Alright, so this is some Spelunky lore, and I've believed it for a long time, but this is another thing where putting together this tutorial video, I found that what I'd been running off of was a myth. There was a theory that if a monkey was on your back, you could either throw an item, including a rope, and not get credit for the kill. And I spent probably 10 minutes trying to replicate this and show people, like, this is an exemption. It's very useful in runs, but I couldn't generate the same conditions. And so yeah, I think...
feel like, I hate to interrupt you, but I feel like we need to talk about Kirby's gamble strategy.
We could be here for the full 3 hours, but yeah, load up on items, get the jetpack. Sounds great.
So this is a true pacifist hell run, meaning that they have to get to Yama.
Right.
Can you see any runners building up enough gold to buy the Ankh?
It's a possibility. We have a mechanic called Shopkeeper Diagro, where if you don't go around murdering shopkeepers after they're angry, then there's a chance that, given a certain level condition, exit condition, you can lose shopkeeper aggro. By the way, Shin Greywords has found the first black market of the day. Anyhow, so because Diagro is so common in Pacifist, it's not as helpful to buy the Ankh, but certainly would make it a little bit easier for those several levels where you don't have aggro. So Shin Greywords doesn't have shopkeeper aggro going into the BM. This is probably one of the strategies that I would recommend most to the runners. All 4 runners are able to do the low percent hell black market strategy where you rob the Ankh, and that's probably the best way to get a run started. So I usually won't even rob shopkeepers unless I see something like a jetpack before then.
I know in your world record, no gold max true pacifist. You robbed the jetpack on 1-2.
Yeah, that's the one item.
Aggro by the time you got to the black market, so you got to re-up on the aggro.
So if I robbed a shop on 1-2, then I can actually get de-aggro entering the black market as long as I haven't killed any shopkeepers. And of course, if I've killed a shopkeeper, my run's over because it's no longer pacifist. But if the black market entrance is on 2-2, and I enter that without killing a shopkeeper, then it will no longer have aggro. a lot of fun on Greyward's stream, and we also have Kirby into the black market.
Yeah, I think does Kirby have enough money to buy the Ankh right now? No, she does not.
Not quite, yeah. You could ghost a couple of gems before picking it up.
And that might be a viable strategy since this is a grind event and not quite a race.
Sure, yeah. I mean, completion is probably the goal for most of these runners. None of them have done it yet. We have, I think it's about 6 runners or so that have completed it so far. Maybe a little bit more than that, but one of the reasons why I wanted to do this event was...
Oh, the bat got Kirby.
Yeah. So Kirby was still alive, but because she had killed an enemy, the run was over.
He was about to die to that bat anyway. She'd already taken about 3 damage from it.
Yeah, really good news. Shin Greywords makes it out of the black market. That's one of the big checkpoints in this run. It's got that jetpack, which is nice. And we were talking about Diagro. If he finds the Moai stage on 3-2, there's a really good chance that he'll get Diagro there. He also will have an opportunity on 4-2, and ultimately he'll get it on Olmec if he hasn't already before then. So you always like to see those even-numbered black market stages. So big moment for Shin. Will he find a Moai stage on the first level? Just focusing. Okay, so he does have a Moai?
And then he's just gonna... And of course killing yourself never counts.
That's right. Yep. Yep, you have to kill yourself to get the head jet, and Shin Greywoods should not have Shopkeeper aggro for the next level. So, really good start to this run. The one thing that he is missing is Paste, which is very, very relevant for the Olmec fight in particular, and it's also very helpful in the City of Gold.
He's gonna get lucky though, and he's gonna get it in the crates. Of
Hopefully, yeah. So we see at the bottom there's no Shopkeeper here, so we did in fact get the full Diagra.
So, and there's unless he finds a temple shop, he probably will not get aggro for the rest of the run.
Yeah, there's some.
He'll have nice and easy exits.
Yep. All right,
well,
so
now the Anubis fight.
Yep, the first challenge.
I don't see an easy tiki trap.
So there's a crush trap there. There's a thwomp.
But no pace.
Yeah, no pace. So this is going to be a challenge for him. He has a full 2.5 minutes before the ghost shows up. And
if he goes for a crush block or thwomp strat, he has to be careful not to scroll. Oh no!
All right, so he had the right idea there. There was a buried tiki trap in the right next to Anubis' spawning point. He tried to bomb in, but unfortunately he didn't get the timing right and blew himself up. But really, really impressive first start by Shin. He also might not have the audio on for himself. He might be listening to commentary, which means I should apologize for laughing, but there's something about the cartoon deaths in Spelunky that just always get me. So I'm sad about the run dying, but I mean, I've died that way so many times, and you sort of have to laugh about it.
If they're listening, I have a couple of weird edge case questions about what still counts as a pacifist run.
Sure, yeah.
If you throw a pot and the pot has a snake in it and the snake dies,
you're good.
Good.
Yeah.
If you throw a pot and gold falls out and kills something, you're good.
You're also good. Yeah, there was I opened a crate in the tutorial video, and an item fell out and killed an enemy. That was still fine. Actually, I'm not sure if that made the final video, but generally,
I don't think it did.
Something will spawn when you open a crate, and you're not responsible for that item when it is spawning for the first time. So, ropes falling out of a crate or gems falling out of a chest, those won't trigger a kill.
Kirby seems to be going for a lot of damsels, which
I
know may or may not be kind of risky, because once you take responsibility for the damsel, no matter how it dies, it's your fault.
Right. Yeah, Kirby might be thinking about a maximum run, going through the worm and the mothership, but really hard to tell at this point. Could be just doing a score run. Just wants the viewership of the Speed Events channel for a score run.
What about I asked, I think, like a week ago on one of your streams, but things that are dead already, such as what's the actor? Zhang-Chi?
Yeah, so undead items. Yeah, so we saw that during the tutorial, but yeah, there's no difference between an undead and a living enemy in terms of the kill counter here. But yeah, so the skeleton that we just see on Meowmix's stream, he's got to avoid that.
You can't. I feel like it's hard because I know a lot of speedrunners get in the habit of just whipping as they walk.
Yeah.
So you gotta turn off that muscle memory, and just sometimes you just have to take damage.
That's right. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I don't think we've seen it too much yet, but occasionally you'll be in a one-tile high hallway, particularly in the mines, and there'll be an annoying snake blocking your way. The safest thing for this category is just to run right through it and take some damage, but you move on, you keep the run intact. But yeah, it really does, this category really does fight against a lot of our muscle memory. Even just exiting, I usually whip to avoid arrow traps off screen, but that can easily kill a spider jumping into the exit.
Well, I thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought I heard you say that if you whip an arrow from an arrow trap and that kills something, it didn't.
Yeah, so you're fine as long as you don't... I think if you bomb an arrow, it causes problems. Um, but yeah, you can whip an arrow whether it's in the air from an arrow trap or if it is just laying on the ground. Those will not cause a kill. But as
What
soon as you
about-
pick it up, if you drop it and then whip it, it will count as a kill. So
What
items are like
about-
assigned
Oh
ownership.
no, he did the thing in the tutorial where he stunned a caveman and it walked into a tiki trap.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that can happen all the time. There one enemy that we all hate as speedrunners is the tiki man with a boomerang, and that's one where it's more than just muscle memory. It's like emotion. We want to destroy them, and if you whip them, jump in their heads, and they die before they unstun, then yeah, unfortunately, it's your fault.
Is there a valid strategy in getting an arrow without the arrowhead on it and using that and just running around and stunning enemies to get by?
So that won't violate any of the rules. Sure, why not? As long as you're not killing enemies with it, it's a good strategy. You can also use it to defuse arrow traps, or other arrow traps, I should say. Yeah, this category never is really that free. There's always at least one puzzle to solve. So that's a great example of. By the way, we got Shin Greywards in a hallway. He's gonna try to blow up terrain and releases that cobra from a web, and he makes it through.
So this seems like a very resource-heavy run.
By the way, Kirby is carrying an arrow around just after you said that.
I see that.
Alright, yeah, so it's very resource-heavy, bombs in particular. There's really no item better than a bomb box in this game, assuming you've got paste already.
Yeah, they're a great way to kill enemies without getting the credit. You just whip a bomb box on their head.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. So Shin is thinking about whether to rob a shopkeeper. He does, and he makes it out alive. One thing to note...
Shin? Sorry,
What did I say?
Kirby bought something.
Okay.
Shin robbed.
Yeah, Shin robbed. Okay, two things happening at once. It's kind of the chaos of the grind. The one thing I wanted to point out about Shin is his shop also had spike shoes, which means he won't be able to jump on enemies like a caveman or a tiki man. Yeah, it'll be an instant death rather than a stun. So it's definitely the hard mode version of this category.
Oh no, and there goes. And then there are a couple other items that have interactions that are insta-kills. I know that you can telefrag with the teleporter. How does that interaction work with that pacifist run?
So if you telefrag an enemy with a teleporter, it's a little buggy sometimes, but it's almost always credited as a kill, if not always.
Almost always.
Yeah, I had one instance where the kill wasn't credited when I was doing it, but there was a lot going on at the same time, and I'm not sure if an enemy was killed simultaneously or by my telefragger, but definitely avoid doing it if you actually want to complete a run. In fact, I would probably leave the teleporter on the ground if I saw one.
What about... This is super specific.
Yeah.
What about cavemen in ice? If you bomb,
okay.
and then the caveman is released from the ice, was he alive previously, but now he's dead because you bombed him?
So a caveman's frozen by a mammoth, and then you bomb the frozen caveman? Is that the setup?
Isn't there...
Is that what you're...
I've seen it. I've seen it on a couple streams.
Yeah.
And I might have apparently imagined it, but isn't there... it's like an Easter egg that you bomb an ice block. Not a mammoth ice block, but like an ice block, and there's a caveman.
Oh, okay, yeah, hit crust enemies.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I believe you do not get credit, but that's something that is so rare that
you get all the way to the ice caves.
Yeah, I don't think
pacifist run, and then you
start bombing platforms. Yeah, I'm not actually sure. The tracker is very recent, so I've learned a lot just in the past couple of days by having it open and seeing in real time.
Carly Rod.
Nice. So by the way, Kirby is going to be in the black market. Very healthy bomb count in here.
the bat's just following her around though.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like she might want to get them stuck up here with the man trap.
Yeah, looks like a good strategy. Mantrap takes out the first one, and she's going to be very patient and let it take out the second one.
And so, you talked a little bit about the helping hand in your video. And
Sure.
nothing you do to the helping hand.
Oh, excellent.
Will...
Excellent BM, sorry. I got excited.
No, okay. It's fine. This is a very, very good VM.
Yeah, so we're still missing pace, though, I think. Unless it was up top.
I bet she's gonna get lucky. It's gonna be in the gamble shop.
Yeah, I hope so. So Kirby is really feeding this this man trap, it seems. Time might end up being kind of an issue here.
Yeah, she's gonna get the ghost soon.
Yeah.
Well, she's got about a minute.
Yeah. There was...
Oh no!
Sad. But just in time, we get a jetpack for Carlebron, and Shin is going to be finding another black market.
And so back on the helping hand, you do not ever get credit for enemies the helping hand killed.
That's right, yeah. You only get... the only thing that the helping hand can, or hired hand can affect is your gold counter. But you can give a hired hand a plasma cannon.
Oh, is it hired hand, not helping hand?
I forget sometimes,
Everyone
but...
just says HH.
HH,
so...
yeah. The naked dude. So Shin doing the...
Oh, wow. Carly with the shot. Oh, there we go. That's fine.
Shin doing the low percent hell robbery. I don't think I saw a jetpack on this run. He's got paced from the mines, though, so... Decent start. Might want to start using some of those bombs, but... It's good to take note, take stock of what's going on, and... Okay! Oh! Wake up! Wake up! He's alive! He's good!
Oh, he's alive!
Oh. So he stunned the Tiki Man, but Tiki Man woke up. Oh. Go Shin! And...
I think that's a pretty solid never punished by Shin there.
So he did pick up this damsel. It was probably a little bit premature because he's going to have to keep it alive for the remainder of the BM, and he probably wants to go up top as well.
I feel like bats are the worst enemy.
So yeah, he lived, but the hired help was killed. Or the damsel, sorry, yeah. Yeah, I usually would, if I was low on HP, I would clear out the rest of the BM and then do the damsel at the very end. But yeah, that was he was probably just excited from being alive, and that was cool to see that he survived the first round.
I kept expecting him to get too close to a tiki trap there.
Yeah, it looks like he was in range of, or his HH was in range of the tiki trap, but just not him.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
So you are the world record holder.
For now, again,
for now, I'm sure Kitty's got your number. Well, Kitty has the world record for the true passive.
Right. The no gold
true pacifist hell percent. You have the world record for the true pacifist hell percent, the max true pacifist hell percent, and the no gold max.
The categories are sort of proliferating recently. We just added a couple of achievements to Moss ranking.
So when is low no gold max true pacifist hell coming?
I mean, if there's anyone to do it, it's probably Kenny or myself, right? We both got the any percent version. We both have max low no gold hell, so why not?
No gold max true pacifist eggplant hell percent happening.
There actually is an eggplant pacifist kill.
Is there?
Yeah, you don't get credit until you have whipped Yama with the eggplant. I think this is true, by the way.
So you can eggplant Yama and whip him, and it doesn't
Oh,
count.
no. You can't whip him. As soon as you whip him, it's definitely your kill. But
You
things...
have to eggplant him, pick him up, and put him by a tiki trap.
So, I think... No, that would count for your kill as well. I think something from the ceiling would have to drop, like one of the skulls from his fists, or you can have a fire pot from one of the red imps, or the red...
You have to bring a fire pot and the eggplant into the Yama fight, which means you also need to bring a hired help.
Gosh. You could set him on to the second phase, and then when he's near a spike ball trap, you can eggy him? I don't know. Oh, hey Joko, this is Ix. Thanks for that question. Alright, so I actually have a couple questions for you.
Oh,
so
I know a lot of things about this.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So you've just sort of recently joined the community. We saw you streaming your hell attempts, and you managed to get that fairly recently. Is Spelunky the first game you've been streaming, or like how hard of a gamer are you?
So streaming,
Mm-hmm.
I have streamed a couple times to my little sibling. They're poor and can't afford video games, and so I would stream XCOM for them.
That's
and so
cute.
I just streamed to like 3 people.
What's the age suggestion for XCOM, by the way?
I don't know. My little sister's only 7 years younger than me, so when it came out in 2015, she would have been. I'm not saying it because then that says how old I am. Never
Sure,
mind.
fair. By the way, just a quick note, we've got Kirby in the Black Market and also Meowmix Mix with a nice little setup. He's got both the jetpack and a Matic. Yeah, so you've started streaming for a broader community recently, and Spelunky was your first pick?
Yeah, I discovered the community through the ASO. Oh no, Carly. With the ASO tournament.
Nice.
That was a lot of fun. And then I tried to be more active during the Kapala Cup event. And then, since you all seem so wonderful and welcoming, I just couldn't help myself but stream.
Excellent.
Also, I let the finickiness of Spelunky and all the categories and things. It's just a very, very interesting community. And going into the run events, the whip of the caveman. Wait, whipping a live caveman into a frog counted as a kill?
Yeah. So it was a. You can whip items, but you can't whip enemies into each other.
So how do corpses work? If you
No,
you said a hired handheld horse doesn't count. Throw that around.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Caveman corpse is an issue.
It's. Ugh.
Thank you, TTS.
I'm reading chat right now, so just don't kill enemies, guys. It's very simple.
And if you do happen to kill a hired help, it's your greatest tool moving forward.
Yeah, so this is another thing that I just recently found putting together that tutorial. You can use the corpse of a hired help to kill anything, and you never get credit for it. So abuse that.
You can't carry corpses through.
You can't, no.
So you have to find a 5 hired help shop, kill 1 per level, and take the rest with you.
Yeah, they can be alive too, so I guess you don't have to even kill them, but just carry around a hired help and just slaughter everything.
I think my favorite clip from the Spelunky Discord is Can You Jump finding a 5 helping hand shop and they just follow him from. No, he found a 2 and a 3 and they followed him from level to level.
It was just a regular any percent run, I believe, and they just kept showing up, and because he was exiting the levels so quickly, they never had a chance to die. Usually they have time to kill themselves, but
so Kirby finds herself in a puzzle here. How would you get away with this?
just take the L. Safe. Okay, no, Kirby has 53 bombs. This is start using them.
So So she's gonna trap the
Yeah,
bat,
she's
jump
got
over
it.
the snake. Ah, she's out.
Nice.
And the dog didn't die. Oh, Carly Braun's. I think this is his first black market.
Yeah, we also have Shin going into at least number 3. So this is happening pretty frequently, unlike our low percent hell runs. By the way, Meow's
Low percent.
Meow's doing
Right, in low
no
percent
golds.
you can't. Is he?
Wait, possibly. I don't know. Yeah.
He's on 1 too. So that's actually
He was
my
whipping
next-
gold.
I had a question for both you and Kenny.
Okay.
But
He's gonna be
both
joining
of
us
you-
soon, by the way.
Both of you guys have a no gold pacifist world record. What are you giggling at? What am I missing?
Shin's using a hired help with a shotgun to kill things,
Oh!
and you don't get credit for any of it. Sorry. It's such a clowny category. So he's.
So if the hired help, is he holding the hired help with the shotgun? I missed it. I
No,
was
he
looking at
won't.
my notes.
He won't fire if you're holding him, but it was just a loose hired help with a shotgun.
This is a great category. So this is so Shin could keep going if he
Sure, yeah.
wants it as part of this grind.
There's no like official Moss ranking category, but there was a classic Pacifist run that would end at Olmec, and you would get the kill for Olmec, and people would just exit. But because we discovered that you can complete the entire run with a hell finish, I guess there's no category on Moss ranking, but I don't know. I kind of would like to see it, but not sure how popular it would be. There's probably about 10 people who've finished it. Maybe fewer.
90% one kill
Yeah.
Olmec finish.
Yeah, killing Olmec is a single kill of the run, and
Also, this is Die has a fun point in chat. The web gun becomes infinitely more useful in this run.
yeah. So the web gun, I would say the most dangerous enemy in the mines is the bat, and the web gun is a nice little way to just freeze it in its tracks. So yeah, I saw that web gun as well, and I was a little bit sad about him not taking it, but I understand it. They're not used to it. It's an item that we usually think of as just one of the worst in Spelunky, but it has at least one use. Oh.
Oh, Meow Mix.
Yeah.
Did he go in? I should have asked when he was Meow Mix, the full thing, just Meow, just MMM. Meow Mix.
M3, M cubed, Meow. Yeah, I think he's fine with any of them. I also call him. He had a stream name for a while. Meow plays games, so you can call him that. Meow Mix plays games.
Mix plays games. Okay, so
Upper left guy.
I have go on this journey with me.
Okay.
So you're 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
You're on pace for either of these runs. You are both pacifist and no gold.
Okay.
You find yourself above a snake, and you can either you can whip gold onto the snake and it doesn't count as a kill. The situation's no longer relevant.
All right, but the general idea is: do you take gold or do you take a kill?
Yeah.
Well,
If you're on pace for both runs, which would you rather do?
I'm right now. If I might have a different answer.
Stream and answering our question.
I might have a different answer now versus any other time, but I'm a degenerate Ujat eye runner right now, so I would probably just take both.
Wait, that's not the question.
It's
an either or question. You can't say both.
Por kilo nos dos? Lo do? Nah, God. Why not both? Sorry.
Carly Braun with the web gun.
All right, yeah. So we've taught the runners a lesson here. Nice little mechanics though. To avoid using ropes, Carly Braun has made a nice little tower with the web gun. So again, this isn't. So I would actually say it's not the worst item in Spelunky generally. Machete is the worst, but Yeah, we're seeing a couple of useful things about the web gun.
Can you clip any other item but the
Yes, the Matic.
machete?
Yes.
You can clip the Matic. Oh, but the Matic's useful.
Well, I mean, that wasn't the question.
That's true. That's fair.
You can also clip the shotgun and probably any held item. Um, it might involve
Oh.
dying in most cases.
Wait, that didn't count. Oh, okay, it did count. Carly Braun is still going.
All right, so we're actually going to bring in Kenny Jupp as well into commentary, and you've picked my brain for a while, so I'll probably go off for just a couple of minutes and maybe come back in 15 or so and take stock on audio levels and stuff. But yeah, welcome, no gold, true pacifist hell world record holder Kenny Jupp.
Hello. My mic okay?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So,
Nice
Kenny,
commentary so far.
what if you were on pace for both no gold or a pacifist world record? Which one? But you had to pick one or the other.
That's a tough question. It comes up in a lot of categories too.
What's your when you are in the middle of? Because I know if you're not grinding for a PB, and this might not be you specifically, but I've seen members of the community when they're in 1-1 or 1-2, they decide what they're. A lot of the times, the deciding factor is the shop. If it has
Yeah,
a
it's usually the
teleporter.
shop.
But if it's not a shop, what are the things you use to decide what kind of run you're doing?
Like your pace into the level, if you want to keep it low percent. Sometimes if it's like slow, depending on your PB, you'll just continue on and look for a black market because that can open up a whole new.
So
group
if
of
you have
runs to do.
a slower PB in another category, but you're no longer on pace for the category you were trying for, you would switch what run you're trying to do.
Yeah, there's so many categories that the game really lends itself to that kind of play style, which is I think why it's so addictive for a lot of us.
It's a large part of the reason why I think I started watching this community a lot was you could be this is something Ix has been doing a lot. He's been grinding AJE runs, but he'll find a coffin and an Ujet on the same level, and then he'll just forget the AJE, leave the tracker up, and start doing an Ujet run.
Yeah, there's a lot of now that we have that really cool tracker all set up from Sawyer, you can do any different type of RTA run based on like the RNG you get right off the bat.
So Pacifist didn't used to have a tracker. It used to be that if you wanted to confirm that you hadn't gotten a kill, and this is Pacifist is a in-game clock run, correct?
Yeah, it's in-game time. Yep. And yeah, we only recently got this tracker. I haven't worked with this tracker. That's one thing I think that tracker, I don't know if we talked about if it might invalidate other runs just by having something like that up, but maybe not.
I know that you can't use the tracker to submit a run. You still have to kill yourself at the end of the Yamath.
Yeah, that's what we're having right now. That might get changed at some point, but
Oh, and that is Shin using the bombing a gem
yeah, I was gonna
strat
say,
onto his thing.
we just had Kirby losing an Ankh, and we have Meow in the black market here.
He's trapped with these frogs.
Yeah, he's gonna. He can run under them, but it's not easy to time.
So what is his thought process right now?
Well,
What
right now I
is
can't see his
his
HP. Actually, I think it's 3. He could take a damage boost through them. Oh, there he goes. He timed it
Oh,
right.
he timed it right.
Or he could just do it just like that. So I was watching Carl recently, just the other day, and he got into hell on this. So, and Shin got like some Olmec finishes. And
So none of the 4 runners have this finished before.
no, but since Carl and Shin have both gotten significantly far on the run, and Meow and Kirby are arguably a little bit faster than Shin and Carl, a little higher ranked. I think any of them could get it, like at any moment.
Yeah, so Meow Mix, according to Moss ranking, is the highest at rank 13.
Yeah.
So who's your favorite for the event?
Oh, like in terms of who might get it, I think
Yeah.
based on what I've seen just from people recently trying it is Carl, because I saw him in Hell on it. But
Oh, Meow Mix.
oh, rip Meow. Shin might be ranked a little higher than Kirby. Actually, I can't quite remember. I used to.
Nope, Kirby's at 17 and Shin is at 24.
Oh, so Kirby moved up quite a bit recently. That's not surprising.
So most of them, their highest of the 4, Meow Mix, Kirby, and Shin have their best category is an ASO.
Yeah,
Which-
most people's are. A lot of people's are just because, like, due to how long the run is, you're going to get a higher percentage on it. And just like due to the nature of the run, it's one of the easiest categories. Not that it's easy, but it's one of the most reliable categories to gain Moss points in the rank on.
And it seems it's like it's a quick 22. It took me about a year to do my first. my PB on ASO is about a year.
That's okay.
But it looks like
Yeah.
it's something you do a lot. It's about like an average. It's a 20-minute run, and it's
Yeah,
easy
20 is
to
a really
start
good
and get
time.
into.
Most of the events we do, that's around the time we're shooting for, I guess.
I actually, in my research, when I was looking at all these times, I never wrote down. I have each of the your Pacifist world records, but not the times for them, which is a gap in my notes.
There's still a lot of room on the Pacifist categories. That I don't really have them memorized either, but they're still really difficult.
I was rewatching.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say we got Kirby going into a market here, and everyone else in the mines for now. But Shin does have a jetpack, so that's nice.
And Kirby has a black market with a jetpack in it. She already has paste.
Oh yeah,
those boots.
a lot of nice stuff in there.
Good bomb count.
Yeah, lots of bombs. This is an ideal setup for Kirby here.
So
Kirby,
I know the answer to this question, but for the people in our audience who don't, could you explain to me the low percent Ankh strat and why it?
Oh yeah, sure. It works really well for Pacifist. But you want to do I guess I never really explained it. More so, there's a feel for it. But you want to do a couple hops up the ladder and then crawl up this is the ladder in the Ankh pit, and then crawl up the last tile and a half or so of the ladder. That way the shopkeeper on the right shop next to the Ankh shop won't jump out. And then
Shit had to blow up the altar to get into the black market. Also, he's got
Should
2
be okay.
jetpacks.
Yeah, interesting strat here by Shin. I can't say I wouldn't do the same though. It's just too tempting to pass up grabbing a second jetpack.
Need X here to tell us how throwing jetpack explosions counts in Pacifist.
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. I would assume they work like TNTs. So Kirby opting to take the green gloves. I think most people do in this category. I think I avoid them, but I can't quite remember. It's been a little while since I've done Pacifist.
And she did successfully avoid the boots.
Yeah, probably a good idea to avoid the boots. Kind similar to how you want to avoid them on a no gold run. Sometimes some people don't, because you might stomp a shopkeeper and get his gold if he's low on health. So we have 2 really promising runs going here from Kirby and Shin. Meow and Carl still in the mines at the moment. I didn't catch the farthest anyone's made it, but
Shin has made it through the Moai head.
okay.
And he's been to the temple, but he cooked a bomb trying to get the Tiki Trap unlocked for the Anubis kill, and it went poorly for him.
Yeah, that's one of the more tricky parts of the run. getting
He's
Anubis.
got 4 jetpacks.
What? That's awesome. Look at that.
What's he gonna do with those?
Probably take a screenshot.
He's got, yeah, it's not a race, it's a grind. You've got time for a screenshot.
Yeah, it's all in fun. I think it's really cool how these events are getting these, and Moss ranking are getting a lot of these categories that kind of off the wall categories so much attention, which is really cool.
So.
Oh my goodness. Kirby, run.
No, it's too late.
Okay.
The
Let's
damsel
get out of it there. Oh, you're right. Hopefully she notices.
If she's
Yeah,
listening
she's
to us, she heard us bemoaning it. Is there ever gonna be any sort of y'all get together and you have a co-op of
Like in real life co-op
Yeah.
or like
well, when Spelunky 2 comes out, it's supposed to have online co-op. Hopefully the netcode is good.
Yeah, it's going to yeah. I think
Spelunky Land, my
there might
place
be a
next
lot more.
weekend. Let's go.
Hey X. We've all done, not all, but a lot of us who do like commentary on stuff and go to events. We've done a lot of co-op, but we haven't really like done any kind of tournaments or anything. I know Twigglefly is super interested in that kind of thing, so
There's no moss ranking category for anything co-op, which is a shame.
well,
Make
if
those-
I'm sure we would create a section if there was interest. Sometimes people talk about it, but there's not really anyone who like runs it. Aside from a few off-the-wall eggplant runs and then 1 or 2 low hell runs.
Is there ever any interest in, because I know when you're at co-op, every time your co-op partner buys a thing, oh, and Kirby's in the ice caves.
It looks like Kirby's just going for it. Maybe gonna get a 1 kill finish, which it could provide some entertainment to get to see some of the later levels with Pacifist. Meanwhile, Shin still has a really nice legitimate run going.
I was hoping
Bomb count is a bit low, but
he had
make it
to blow up one altar to get into the black market, so I was hoping he'd run into another altar and get the ball and chain so he could
Just
bring
a
one of his
random-
jetpacks into the Moai
oh,
head. It didn't work out.
it's that. Shin has he's got the spike boots, so he couldn't do take out that Yeti with a stomp, but he's aware of it, so. Oh, it looks like Kirby isn't listening, just to our audio, I mean, but thankfully she was alerted.
She's asking for what she should do in chat.
Kill hell or reset. Well. Okay, so we got Shin, I believe, going on to the temple, yeah. So looks like Meows had to go AFK for a moment. There he goes.
And so another interesting thing about this run is that critters don't have souls, so you can kill them.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so for Shin, let's see. Okay, Shin knows what he's doing here. He's really nice bomb there. No
Glad
random
you knew
gold
what Shin was
flew.
doing because I was confused for a second.
Yeah, he's trying to get Anubis up to that Tiki. Buying some bombs, really smart. Let's see. That gold hopefully doesn't hit like a skeleton or something. Sometimes, I notice if like you injure Anubis and then he dies later, it'll give you the kill, but I don't think it'll happen with that little bit of gold. Really nice setup.
Hopefully
Just
none
wants
of
to
those
stay
psychic
still.
blasts get...
Yeah, they won't get
too
far enough.
far.
Alright, no kill. Very nicely done by Shin there. It might be in his best interest to get... Like, he could get that idol, and then...
Yeah, or go get
it
those
might,
rubies.
I don't know if... Yeah, looks like that's what he's going for. Good call from him to get another bomb box, basically. I don't know... That won't count as a Magman kill, I'd be surprised. There we go.
Well, it seems like that this category, and bear with me here, this category is almost the opposite of an AJE, because the things that you have to do to get lava men to unlock their journal
Yeah, that
entry
makes
are the
sense.
exact things you have to avoid in this run.
Yeah, you don't want to kill anything. So this is looking good. It looks like he's going to go for both of those bomb boxes, which he's going to be really well equipped for the rest of the run at this point. I like how he doesn't have green gloves. Like I said, some people like green gloves on this run. I think it's better without, but looking really good. I don't... that's a little bit concerning. Okay. He just didn't want to have to deal with the skeleton. I was a little bit worried about the gold flying into something, but it was probably far enough away that it didn't even have a chance to hit the skeleton. I was also a little bit worried about shop aggro, but it wasn't on a tile for it. Double prayers to Colin. Okay, looking really good for Shin.
If you take that idol from the trap and it drops the damsel, does it count as your kill?
I was just wondering about that, but I don't think so. I don't think it does.
Thanks.
Jetpack for Carl.
And a web gun.
Carl really likes webgun on
Oh,
this.
and a teleporter. But we're not taking the teleporter. We're scared of telefrags.
Yeah.
Meow Mix Mix is into the jungle with no gold.
Okay, so the City of Gold can be... I'm a little bit worried about it. Okay. City of Gold can be really tough on this run because of gold hitting scarabs, or anything really. But he's done with all the bombs he has to do, I think. So he just has to get to the exit here. He did it. Very nicely done by Shin. Shin, very impressive on this event.
So now this is our first Olmec fight. Can you explain how you kill a Tubus?
Oh, yeah. So the Atubus kill is just like the low percent hell Atubus kill.
Which I have several PBs and low percent.
Oh,
health,
yeah.
So,
Yes. Yes, I know. Very impressive. You'll get there if you want. But yeah, you'll see him doing these little short hops. Well, you can do big hops, but sometimes it'll send Anubis 2 too high. But Anubis 2 will basically take more damage if you keep him kind of centered with Olmec. So he'll take damage twice, like on the way up and on the way down. Basically, you'll kill Anubis 2 with Olmec.
So
you don't want to...
oh, he picked up more spike. He already had spike shoes.
He already has spike shoes. He's got a ton of bombs. So really, the difficult part here is having enough push blocks to be able to get into hell. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit concerned right now.
It looks like if he's careful with his bombs, he can.
I'm a little bit concerned. I think he's he might be thinking of... Yeah, that's...
No, Shin!
Someone stop Shin! Ix was like, no. He might be realizing right now, though. Yeah, I think he just realized it.
Okay, but I think if he gets pushbox from the right side, he can still pull it off.
Let's see. It's gonna be tricky. Another thing is he got an awful Olmec for this in general, even making the pit pull. Aside from that, there's hardly any push blocks. You need 2.
So it looks like there's some that he can get above. There's at least one that looks like it's in a pretty decent spot.
This is maybe... Oh, the magic will help quite a bit. This is maybe the most difficult part of the run, honestly. Okay, there's one up there. He's got a matic and he can dig. He's going to be able to free up this one really easily.
Carly Brom also in the black market. He has to find a way to deal with this snail. Oh, the thanks drop.
Shin really wants to keep a flat. Bombs are going to keep making it.
Chat.
Well, I know how Ix feels, but this is what we all go through this process before we get a pacifist run. I messed up a lot in a similar manner, but as you can see, he still has a very good chance to do this. I think he might.
Yeah, he can pull this off.
He just needs to push one of these blocks a little bit further, and then you can teeter and get in. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Honestly, I probably wasn't giving him enough credit.
I think it was.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is
It's
fine.
I think it was Kirby's introductory video to the. I think it was Kirby. I can be corrected if I'm wrong. Had the Kapala introductory video with the 2 push blocks, kitty corner to one another, and barely getting into hell that way. What's your plan here?
Yeah, that's hopefully what he's going to be doing. He needs to stagger it just a little, right there, yeah. Okay, and 2 swings and push it on. No, actually, he needs to push it in further. Yeah, he needs to push it in further. Uh-oh. I hope he wasn't listening to me. Oh, he'll get it. That should work. Yeah. Okay. I'm just freaking out all over the place. I think I would push the top one a little more.
I'm sure he can eyeball it once he gets
I think he can get in. He's gonna push it. What a great job by Shin here. I don't think...
Carly has taken the web gun, by the way, from
Look
the black
at that.
market.
Wow. This is better than the first my first few Pacifist Olmecs went. Okay.
So what challenges does he have to worry about in hell?
Bats. You know, you want to get them taken out by tikis or spikes.
Bats don't trigger tikis naturally, so you have to do something. Is that correct?
They'll trigger tikis, yeah. They just have to be close enough to them. This is a really tricky situation, though. I don't think the bat will go in the lava, but I'm not sure. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh no!
Whoa! Oh my
that's
god,
so
that was amazing. He would have died. He would have had a kill from the imp if that didn't happen.
He definitely
Goodness.
knew that. Was
Okay, so
planned. And Carly Braun
yeah, we're all just
popping his
focusing
off.
so much on
popping
Shin,
his
'cause
on
it's-
early.
Okay, that is a crummy Jiangxi, but I think he knows what he's doing.
If he whips the rock, doesn't get the kill. Oh, this works.
Oh wait, I think you're right. Yeah. Yep. That's very clever, actually. I didn't know about that mechanic until Shin and Ix were figuring it out the other day.
Kirby with the strats again.
Look at Shin's time is actually pretty good.
Is he on pace
Really rooting
for?
I can't remember what I have and what Ix has. Let me check. Probably on pace for like.
But of course, it's PB pace.
Yeah, let's see. I'm hoping. I think he knows what to do on Yama. I've got it.
Carly deciding to continue to the 1 kill Olmec finish. It looks like.
True Pacifist Hell. Shin's on pace for about 3rd place.
Behind you and Ix.
Yeah. Maybe behind Spef too. Pretty intense. Still at 0 kills. Scary stuff. So the I don't know if he's listening, but oh my goodness, this is scary. I'm so scared for him. No. So he has to basically kill Yama with the low health. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Basically, he has to kill Yama with the low hell method, and then we kind of agreed upon you have to get to the point where you see the oh my goodness,
Oh my gosh, never punished.
still alive. So a punch will take him out right now.
Kirby looking for the black market on 2-3.
Oh my goodness.
Meow Mix Mix really going for this no gold run as
I'm a little
well.
bit worried about that gold. Oh, thank goodness. Looks pretty safe. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a Yama fight attempt.
here.
I'm scared though. Exit's clear. I'm scared with the 2 HP. You can, you know, take 1 punch.
It's 1 skull, Gold would be a
Oh
spot.
goodness, there's jank cheese everywhere. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
god.
Five,
Oh my
five.
gosh!
Good start. So he just has to get the face ripped off.
Just has to
Yeah.
go grab the
Oh.
face of the death god and pin
Oh
it.
no!
Oh,
Oh no! Oh, this is no!
Oh man, no!
What a good run from Shin, though. It was not an easy Yama by any means. Difficult Yama. He got through the more I want to say the scarier part, getting up there, but there was some stuff going on up there that just difficult. Really well done, though.
It's just a bit difficult.
Yeah. That was intense, though. So let's see how everyone else is doing. But yeah, as you can see, Shin, if he tries this sum on his own time, if he doesn't get it today, which, it's still early. Pacifist, I think. It's
2 more hours.
Yeah, a lot of people are quite capable of it. It's just kind of an off-the-wall category. It can be hard to be motivated to run. At least that's what I find with it.
Well, it's like I was talking about with Ix, it's a lot of muscle memory to avoid just whipping as you walk and whipping skeletons so you don't accidentally run into them.
Yeah, you have to not do a lot of the really fun things about Spelunky, but
Yeah.
it's rewarding to get far on it and PB on it.
And again, this is something I definitely know the answer to, but for the people in chat who do not. So this is an event called a grind. How is that different from a race? Because this isn't necessarily a competition as much as it is a showcase.
So the difference is you're playing for PBs basically on the grind events. Sometimes on the grind events we have like unofficial winners, like people who do the best on them. But it's all in fun, and primarily the grinds are for people to push their PBs. And races, like some more so the stuff that's on the Moss ranking channel, it's more of a competition, I would say. So yeah. So Carl is in the ice caves. Does Carl have the Ankh? Probably. Oh, no Ankh. So Carl might be doing an Olmec finish, which we did encourage.
Oh, nope.
He got a kill.
How did he get the kill? What was
I think he stomped on an enemy. I was.
Meow Mix is getting.
This monkey is
on.
just
This monkey
going
is gonna...
to town. Okay, he's good though. He's got. Oh, look at this. He's going for the no gold version. He has a few times, I think.
Yeah, Meow Mix has several times gotten to the black market. Well, several. At least once that I've noticed. With no gold, he's gotten pretty far into the jungle. I don't think he's restarted because he's picked up gold, but it does seem like a personal challenge that he's going for.
Yeah, he's definitely capable. Like he's got some pretty extreme runs in this game.
I hear X's keyboard.
All right, yeah. Thanks for. I think Flannel wanted to take a break, so I'm gonna jump back on at least for a little bit. But
good.
That Shin run though.
Oh man, that's
Oh
crazy.
my god.
It's pretty hype.
So
Alright,
many.
I'm gonna hop out.
Thanks.
All right.
Oh man, I was so nervous for him on the Olmec fight in particular, and then after that worked, I just assumed like he's got it. That's but ton of spawns on Yama.
Yeah. It was fast too.
Yeah.
Like
well, I
15
mean,
minutes.
so I currently have the fastest, but it's one of the least optimized categories on Moss ranking. I'll be the first to admit that.
Like a 12-minute run, and I have like a 14.
So it's gonna fall probably pretty soon.
Yeah, especially if people get interested in it from the event.
It's more about learning all the crazy stuff that goes on in the category, but after that, you find a shop with a lot of bombs and a jetpack, and yeah, that time is not gonna last. I'll probably take another look at it after I finish the UJet run if that ever happens.
I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
I gotta get on the for those Moss ranking achievements. I want to get the Pacifist run you did recently.
Yeah. So
I
I
just
did
tend
a.
not to start them unless I get some super easy mobility right away.
Yeah, so the category Kenny's talking about is a maximum pacifist run, and I was actually pretty skeptical when that was proposed as a challenge because I was thinking, it's the worm, it's not that difficult, but there's a lot that can go wrong in that run, so there is.
Yeah, I have to take a better look at the worm mechanics.
Yeah. The big thing to know is the bacteria, those little circular crawly things, do not count as a kill if you just run into them. I think if you bomb them, that still counts as a kill, but if you use a crisp knife. But yeah, you can just run into them all day.
So you really want to get Kapala on that one.
So Kapala's tough to get to, but definitely a bunch of damsels would be really nice. Kapala, you can sacrifice enemies to the altar, but they have to already be dead. So that's kind of hard to set up sometimes. But yeah, sacrificing.
But it's safe to sacrifice a damsel, right?
No, you can't. If you sacrifice a live damsel, then you get credit for its kill.
Oh, rip my strat.
I know that. I
So
mean,
you
that'd
have
be.
to. How can you get a damsel dead then, so you can put it on there?
So
it's sounding a lot harder to get. Kapala
It's
on.
pretty terrible. But you can think of things like a dead shopkeeper or a dead caveman you can put on top of an altar. But yeah, it's. I haven't gotten one in any
You're
of my
gonna need
runs.
several altars.
Several altars. Ice cave levels are decent, but it's the worm, so you only get that first one to get the Kapala in. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So Shin is gathering a ton of items just by purchases and crates. So another fun one. Shin just died in the deep sea diver scenario. So we're all back in the mines, but looking good for Shin again. I've been impressed with him all day. I think is he the
Yeah,
only
very
person?
impressive.
Yeah, he's been to the temple twice.
I think he only started even considering Pacifist like a day ago too.
Yeah. A very good runner. I've been neck and neck with Shin on almost every category that we've both attempted. We're seconds apart in many cases, so I'm not surprised that he's doing well today.
What do you think of Meow's decision to try to do it no gold?
If he slowed down a little bit, then I think that would be fine. There are a couple instances where he's had a bat that you can just walk into a tiki trap or a web or something. But he's kind of doing it. He's kind of like going for the world record, I think. Actually, that's the pace that I'm
he's
seeing.
capable, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
He's always been really good at no gold stuff. Right off the bat, when Meow started playing, the first thing we all noticed was his low percent no gold skills were
Yeah.
ridiculous. He was getting like record pace runs, sub 3 pace runs right away, and his
Yeah.
hours are so low. He has so few hours. So I'm not really surprised he's going for the no gold part.
Yeah. It's another thing. It doesn't necessarily. It's another thing to concentrate on, and this is really a run where that's the most important element in many cases. Assuming you get a decent set of items, but yeah, I've had good luck on runs where I'm just carrying a rock around or a key around, and it's like one extra thing you're thinking about,
What do you think of Carl's decision to always take a web gun when he can?
So I love the web gun. That's a must.
It's a really good
Yeah.
idea, I'm finding.
Yeah,
Just based on watching Carl.
I would probably drop it after the black market, but until that point, I think it's really good. It's an item that is at its best in this category in the mines. It's also good against frogs in the jungle. But yeah, no, I love it. I would never. In fact, it actually used to be my trigger when I wasn't grinding for these runs. If I found a 1/1 web gun, that would be my trigger to even start trying. So.
I gotta check out this GIF. Oh, I remember that. This was a long time ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. This. Look at all those push blocks. How did he even get that many? It's ridiculous for Milkman's.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got Kirby into the jungle. A very healthy set of bombs, pre-black market.
So Flannel had a question. Does the ball and chain, can you drop it onto enemies? I'm guessing you can't, but we've never really come across that, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't want the ball and chain.
You definitely don't want the ball and chain. So, I mean, that's almost like starting another challenge category on top of... my guess is if you have picked it up, then you'll get credit for anything that the ball and chain destroys. But if you just drag it on enemies, it probably won't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that. So Kirby buys a bunch of bombs from a shop, but is realizing that she's a little bit short on money to buy that paste, which is a really essential item. Makes the Olmec fight a lot easier.
Yeah, Olmec's really tough without paste.
Yeah.
Matic on Olmec is like
That's the god item.
Really
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
We saw Shin do that in his I wanted to say PB. It kind of feels like a PB. His run that we saw earlier.
Yeah, the one that got Tiama.
Yeah, distance PB. Yeah, Kirby again looking for more crates, looking for the black market, making sure not to miss it. But yeah, really good items. Kirby's the only person who I'm very sure is following commentary, because we'll talk about things on stream and then they'll just appear. So carrying around an arrow, for example, came up very early.
Okay, so Meow's got a good start here, and
Yeah.
part of me is glad he took a gold bar, because now we're going to see him try the gold version.
Yeah. But not really slowing down, right? So
No, still going fast. He's always going fast on this stuff.
yeah.
Low percent hell. His first finish was like 9 minutes.
So a monkey jumped on Kirby and knows not to throw a rope. Very important.
Ooh, we got a jetpack for Carl.
Nice.
So all 4 of our runners have a run going here.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, that shopkeeper threw Carl like right where he needed to be. Close one. Okay, so checking everyone's kill counter. Everyone's still at 0.
Still looking for a BM for Kirby, and it's okay, we got a tick.
Oh, good. Meow also looking for a BM, but 1 level behind.
I don't remember if this came up in the broadcast, but it's safe to bomb pools of water and have fish die indirectly from that. So Kirby's probably thinking along those lines. But there's just so much going on. Please don't kill the orange frog. Alright, the orange frog was spared. So we solved the fish.
Scary situation for
Yeah.
Meow. I don't know if he sees it. He's hiding, I think. Which is probably a good idea.
Nice manipulation by Kirby. Oh, it's tough. That dark level made it really tough, especially when the water took out the flame of the torch. Oh, you got this, Meow.
Nice. Meow gets in the black market. So Shin doesn't have the Ujet Eye. So hopefully he finds a black market here in 2-3. Visible one. Oh, that frog just spat out a baby frog right at the last second.
Yeah.
So we gotta have a reset there. Chances are there wasn't going to be a market, but... So
Yep.
we have Carl in 2-1 with the Ujet Eye. Looks like Carl and Meow are both on good runs.
Yeah, by the way, we've got a question from Twitch chat. What about cammering bats? So any weapon that is used in the normal way will get kills in the normal way. So cameras, plasma cannons, scepters, they all count for kills.
Okay, we have a nice setup, a nice market setup here for Meow.
Another question from chat: killing the ghost. It is impossible to get credit for killing the ghost.
Yeah, I don't think it can ever count as a kill.
Yeah.
Alright, so hopefully there's a bomb shop down here for Meow. Otherwise, he is going to be in some trouble. There is a bomb shop, but
Alright,
it's a little bit difficult.
But 27 bombs
access.
plus paste. So that's a really good foundation
he's
of a
gotta
run.
go for that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any keepers on the middle layer here. I think he's safe.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, they all died down there. So he can clear a nice path here with the Matic, avoiding the gloves, or the gloves and the spring boots, or the spike boots and the spring boots actually. Which that's a personal preference for a lot of runners.
It would be really easy to rob the shop if he had paste. He could bomb from below and have them fall into spikes or whatever's down there.
Yeah, this is tough. You know, he could go around the right side of the shop with his Matic. I think that's what he's starting to consider.
I think that's right.
We have the shopkeeper doing some random shots, though, I think, from the hired help corps.
Is that a cross shotgun, or?
I don't think so. I'm going to look at the...
Oh, he's got a new jet.
It wasn't a question.
By the way, Carlebron is going to make it out safely. Good bomb count, but no ropes and no paste.
That was quick.
So yeah, we've been focusing on Meow.
Oh no! A kill for Meow. Very unfortunate. One bomb. So that guy had 1 HP left. Ridiculous.
Yeah, they were jumping around and shooting each other. That's a shame.
So he probably got shot twice and then got hit by some gold.
Got hit by that falling shotgun as well. Yeah, very tough.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have Shin.
Oh, there's a neat little mechanic I should point out. So Shin had gold robbed from him by a monkey. Sorry. The gold killed another monkey, and he did not get credit for the kill. It's very similar to whipping gold. When the gold comes into existence, it's not seen as Shin's anymore. So he doesn't have ownership over that like it's an item. If you're looking for rules on how the Pacifist run actually works mechanically, picking things up makes it yours, but when items spawn from things you do, like whipping a crate or a chest, it is not your item at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
So something that's really cool is there have been a lot of jetpacks.
Yeah, that's true.
You always want to see.
Yeah.
Most of these guys have been getting jetpacks in the markets, which is really nice.
So Carlebron moving on to past the Moai stage. Tons of
Yeah,
bombs.
he's moving really quickly.
Yeah.
Just when I was speaking about jetpacks, I think Shin just got a market without one. But
Caster Curse.
Yeah. I think Carl wants the damsel. He just decided not to.
Yeah.
What a great pace he's on.
Shin takes.
Okay, so Shin, got
I was gonna say he takes the spike shoes as well. So not a run ender, but definitely makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, I don't think he's been avoiding them.
Yeah. It helps in the if you don't have a jetpack, it helps in the ice caves.
Yeah, it can be really annoying. I haven't seen the spike shoes cost him a run, so.
Yeah.
Tough situation. He's got the web gun here. Oh, nice draw. Oh my god, he did really well there too. That was not an easy situation.
So back to focusing on Carlebron.
Carl, yeah, look at this. He's got a really nice Anubis setup. The exit is going to be tricky. Oh, nice. The bubble killed the Cobra right. Oh, that's so good.
I also like to line up for those exits with a rope, but he's down to no ropes, so scratch that.
Yeah, ooh, tough. He's got specs. He's only got a few passives. Okay, this is good. The door's right there. Thank goodness.
Nice.
Okay, so he'll be able to get some ropes on Olmec, most likely. So one thing I'm a little bit concerned about, he did watch the tutorial a couple times, at least twice, so he probably knows about the Yama kill.
Picks up a damsel. Very risky.
Because the damsel could die at some point.
Yeah.
Looks like it should be pretty safe, though. I think he'll just hold... Oh, he doesn't have pace. That's the first time I noticed that. This trap is not triggered.
Yeah, he doesn't have any ropes to trigger it either.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Oh god.
what's the plan here.
Oh, it is triggered.
I guess the cricket took it out.
Yeah.
He probably noticed that when he looked down too.
Yeah, he might have
Okay.
had an audio cue that we didn't.
So we have a tough situation here. He's got to do the push block strat we saw Shin do and
Yeah.
talked about without paste, which is not good.
Yeah, maybe a Matic above Olmec. That's always the dream.
Yeah, paste above Olmec would work too. A lot better than the situation he's in. You can do this without paste. Oh, sorry, that's my cat. Yeah.
That was a cat, not a baby human.
No, this cat,
my
he's like 23, and
Oh.
he sounds like it, and looks like it, and acts like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, hopefully Carl, he'll get some ropes at the very least. I want to say, hopefully that doesn't spawn. Nice.
Yeah, he got quite a few spawns. You can actually do this fight without having Olmec stomp, which makes it a little bit easier. Ooh,
He's got some push blocks.
yeah.
He hasn't. I'd like. This frog is a little bit concerning. I don't think he's. Did he check up top?
No, not
I might
yet.
have missed it. Okay.
Okay, we got ropes. That's actually, he had none, so that's good.
3 ropes. Really nice.
The parachute is
Um,
not great.
Very few crates.
Oh, camera is probably my favorite single item for
Camera,
hell.
you can't.
But
In
yeah,
this situation, you can't take it.
that's sad.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough. Maybe that's a Matic down there.
But again, look at the pace.
Uh-oh.
8.
Yeah, really nice pace.
The other thing I'm not
Okay.
sure he checked for is push blocks above Olmec can be very, very useful.
Yeah.
You can push them across the top surface and before you've blown up the surface. So that's definitely an idea.
Yeah, what you really want to keep is like as flat a terrain. I might have to
Don't tuck
take
that.
a moment. Alright.
Okay, okay.
He could, if he can get a hold of those two.
Yeah. There was a missed. I think there was a missed attempt there. But he sees the 2 push blocks already stacked, and he's going to try to pull them over. Definitely still alive.
See what that.
Just has to think about which blocks are
But
going to
yeah,
be
he's
destroyed.
gonna want to. He's gonna want to push that a little bit. I think the top one.
Mm-hmm. Getting tricky. So I would again look up top to see if there are any push blocks that could assist in this situation. He would really like that one tile to be broken right next to the bottom.
Okay, he's gonna want to keep that there. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not. This is not easy. Without paste, especially. Okay, so he is looking up top.
Yeah, nothing
Doesn't look
helpful.
like there's anything helpful.
Yeah. This might be a cooked bomb situation, unfortunately.
There's one push block, but
Yeah.
it's on the wrong side.
Yeah, you need both of them.
Well, the push blocks have some weird hitboxes, so the
Yeah.
cooked bomb might be a little not quite as hard as it seems. I don't want to see him push that down. He knows what
Oh,
he's
you think?
doing.
The problem is he doesn't want to destroy the block under 2 tiles below where he's currently standing. He just wants that single block taken care of. So,
Yeah, it's gonna require.
Yeah, I think a cooked bomb is the play.
Do cook, yeah.
Yeah. If he had pace, this would be a lot easier once again. We've been talking about that.
Yeah.
There is a crate underneath
Really
Olmec on the
tough
right.
stuff.
Okay. He might be
That's
thinking,
true.
maybe there's something good in here. Almost took fall damage there.
Meanwhile, we do have Kirby in the Ice Caves on a successful run so far.
So I had another thought, and it might be a little bit difficult because he's so deep there, but Olmec is another way to destroy a single loose tile. So he could do one
That's right,
stomp,
yeah.
but because it's so low, I think it would cause some problems later on in the fight.
Okay, so he's going to be able to get a lot of spawns, a lot of nasty spawns, 4 of the worst spawns. Monkey, scorpion, bee, snail. Lord. Yeah, you're right. He could have Olmec do one stomp.
Yeah.
And
But
he'd have
then
to
will
take him out. He's got enough bombs to do some stuff.
Will he have time to push the push block out of the way if he does that, though? Because it's so... He almost has to make another tower. Don't run out of fuel. So yeah, I think that's what I would do in this case. I would first check this crate, but then make the hole that he's already made even wider, and then use an Olmec to stomp that one tile he wants to take care of, and then move Olmec to the far left while he's pushing those push blocks in. But I think it's still doable. I think this is not dead.
He has so much no percent experience and a lot of Olmec experience, so I'm not surprised that he's gotten as close as he has right now without paste.
Yeah, the problem is he's already tunneled all the way to the bottom, so he's made it very difficult for himself.
Meanwhile, Kirby in 3-4.
This is good. Yeah.
Kirby's got a good one going too. Shin and Meow still currently in the mines.
Okay, so he did another strategy which I think is even better. He's gonna stomp once on Olmec and then pull him back to their right side. So that actually seems like a less suicidal strat than I was envisioning. You're right, yeah, so Kirby, lots of good stuff from Kirby right now as well. We've been on Olmec for 6 minutes and 30 seconds for Carlebron, and we've missed...
It's just not easy without...
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Kirby in a tough situation.
Well, Anubis will clear out some of those enemies. Alright, so don't stop again, no. No. Run his...
Holy... He's...
That's toast, I'm sure. I mean, okay, I guess you could maybe pull Olmec out, but he won't be able to push that push block. This is...
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I was thinking you'd be on the other side for that stomp, but you went into the little nook on the left there.
Yeah, it looks kind of...
Looks kind of dead.
Hopeful now.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do have Kirby, she's got, if she can... I think it's going to require a bomb to get this Anubis to that Tiki.
What about pushing the push block on the left across Olmec's head there? Or are there push blocks on the top of the level on the left side?
I didn't see any.
Yeah. I think you can push that trap push block on the left. I think you can push that on top of Olmec's head. I don't know. If you're still trying to try something to keep the run going, that might be the only bet. It's close to done though. Too precise bomb cooks, says Die.
Okay, we have Anubis in a really nice setup for Kirby.
Yeah, we probably it is fun on Carly, but we'll probably switch to focusing on Kirby on the left, bottom left here.
Okay. We got Kirby past Anubis. She keeps going for the damsels, which is probably a good idea. They were all in... The ones she goes for are all in relatively safe spots.
Yeah, and picking up late in the level as well, so there's no risk of having one killed. By the way, we get another black market for Shin Greywords, so just killing it today. And a nice, very favorable City of Gold door for Kirby.
Another damsel in a relatively safe spot.
Carlebron is gonna have a hour and 45 minute Olmec fight, I think. I don't think we're ever gonna give up here. Kirby, you can. Oh.
That Scarab.
I would bomb from below probably. This is the no gold hell strat.
Yeah, that's right. The bombs from below can send the gold upwards, though, right? Or do those just go straight down?
Straight down, yeah.
And that's probably the way to go. No spike boots, which is nice. Meanwhile, we do have Meow getting into the black market with a jetpack already. Okay, looking good for Kirby.
Yeah, very nice.
Alright. Yeah, that was an instance of where Spike Shoes could have been devastating if one of those mummies was low on HP.
Carlivron, still going. By the way, really good black market situation for Meow, but has 2 kills already. I'm not sure when that happened.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Maybe doing a snowball or a landmine run or something. 4-2 eggplant attempts. So climbing glove definitely helpful here for Kirby. Never got that jetpack. Maybe later. More. Meow's doing a max hell run all of a sudden. Yeah, let's see if Kirby can... Kirby, by the way, an excellent Tetris player. So if you were placing odds on who'd be really good at handling this Olmec fight...
That's true.
This is a good, pretty safe bet. No. So finally, Carlibron gets 1 kill and does an any percent pacifist run. So congrats to Carly for finishing a run.
Oh, yeah. GG, Carl.
Yeah, that was a really tough layout for sure. If you had paste or Matic.
Sawyer came up with the kill count tracker, I believe.
That's right.
Okay, so I think there's enough push blocks.
Yeah.
For Kirby, I didn't get a good look at the lower left though, which is where the door is.
Yeah, there definitely is. Another nice thing to do to save bombs is to use Olmec to stomp and loosen up some of these top level crush trap or push blocks.
It looks like there's only 2.
Oh, there's some on the right side as well that can be just pushed to the left over, but we'll see what strats are ended up.
It'd be nice. I don't know if I used this strat before, but the Hawkman do like corpse bombing on that spot she's on right now. It would make it easier to push.
So once you get this block on top, they don't actually have to be stacked. They can be dropped onto the lava sequentially, but it's usually a little bit easier.
There's ample time. Okay, so I think she's going to be able to get them stacked though.
So we've got our stack.
Yeah, and you can see how this is just so much easier with paste.
With paste, yeah.
Still not easy in a lot of situations. She's got the bombs for this, thankfully.
Yep. So that hole is just a little bit wider than would have been ideal, but because the blocks are going to be staggered at the top, this will work out fine. Yep. And we'll get our second runner into hell very soon.
Looks good.
Yep.
Should be staggered enough.
Yep. Just has to be off center at all, and it's enough. But definitely smart to
All right, 0 kills.
Yep. Nice comment by Flannel in chat. Must be super freeing to finally be able to kill something again.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's probably what Meow is.
Yeah.
Why Meow is doing this.
Just taking a mental break.
Don't blame him.
So healthy bomb count for Kirby. A lot of gold, a lot of loose gold floating around, and trying to induce that Jiangshi to drop in front of that Tiki trap. But it's not cooperating.
Yeah, that's a tough
There we
layout.
go.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know what yeah. Kill.
They have variable jump lengths. One of the more unpredictable enemies.
Maybe thinking about
It's tough.
it's
I
tough,
wouldn't
yeah.
whip it. I think there's... what? It's like stuck on a corner. Tough situation. That's better.
Yeah, but now we're dealing
She
with...
doesn't have... Yeah, she doesn't have
Okay, this is
spike
good.
moves. As long as he doesn't die while he's stunned, right?
That's right. So this will not count for a Kirby kill,
Good.
and safe
Tough
to move on to the
situation.
next layer.
Yeah, looking good here. Meanwhile, Meow's gonna finish probably Spelunky max hell run. Pretty cool.
So Kirby into 5-2.
Alright. Hopefully that bat... Oh yeah, Bomb is smart here. I don't know if that vampire bat'll come down here.
Should
Oh,
probably...
there we go.
Vampire will probably kill himself.
I thought he was gonna go down, but
Yeah.
he's being squirrely. That's
me
a
just-
smart Bomb.
Just get out of aggro range, maybe. That's annoying. There we go.
Oh, nice. I'm worried about the gold there.
So that gold
Okay.
would have been fine. But the right attitude is to be worried whenever in doubt.
Oh, scary spike balls.
Yeah.
Good bomb there.
Yep. Alright, very good exit too. Just gonna take one extra bomb, but generally don't need that many for later on the Yama fight. You usually won't be able to get them from the mini bosses, so having some is important, but you usually only need maybe a handful for... No!
Oh my.
Got a bomb there, right? Oh god.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I think
Well, but the
Eggs is
blimp
down
is
there.
gonna fall down there.
I
This
think
is
so.
really bad.
Well, he has.
Just keep bombing
there's
down. Keep bombing down.
He's gonna walk to the left more.
Yeah.
The imp up there, or the devil. Yeah, this is looking good actually.
That should free the
That-
the blue guy.
Yeah,
and he'll
he's gonna
fall.
do something,
Oh
He will fall,
god.
but I don't know.
You have to move, Kirby.
Yeah, the other one's gonna be on his way.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no. So
Well-
that route is just kind of ruined, right?
Well, the blue devil's down.
But the succubus.
Oh my! Well, now we know how high succubus.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Me neither. Roughly two
Yeah.
and a half.
Just cut your losses. Move to
it's-
the left.
Tough. Good bomb. No amulet though.
Yeah.
Is there? If there's a bat on the left, that's skeleton.
Yeah, it's just you can see us describing everything we're worried about at that current moment, but
That's troll spike ball.
I'd
right at
bomb
the
that
end.
tiki trap for sure.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Or go over the top.
Both of them are kind of tricky.
Alright, so
Alright.
Kirby
Give us
into
that
Yama.
Yama entry.
So no jetpack, that's going to make this a lot more
Yeah,
difficult.
it does not look like a pleasant Yama either.
There's a...
Seeing a lot of enemies right off the bat. Oh my goodness!
Okay,
Okay.
still alive?
Okay. Still good. Still go. Oh my goodness. Okay, the imp got taken out by the Mega Man. That's good. Whoa. They're just jumping everywhere.
Yeah, no real easy way to kill these vampires.
Yeah, if you had the amulet, you could jump in the lava, but not without it.
Yeah, with the jetpack you can kind of go to the left side, go to the right side, and then the tiki traps will kill the creatures on the left side. But yeah, just gotta go up. There's no other way. Maybe head fake a left and then go right, and then use that platform on the next level.
Yeah, she's got a ton of ropes,
Yeah.
like to rope skulls, but I guess you could rope an imp or something, or a bat.
Alright, so you're a little
I
bit
don't know if
farther, a
I've
little
done
more
that.
time.
Pacifist without a jetpack.
At some point, and I don't know exactly. Oh, there's a jetpack!
There's a jetpack! What in the world?
Oh man,
Well, there's the jetpack.
I'd get it. Well,
Just in
maybe.
time.
Yeah. You could.
Yes. Oh no! The
no,
temptation!
Oh. Just mistimed
Yeah,
with
she
one
really
of those
wanted the
skulls.
jetpack.
Ah.
Well, it was pretty funny. I'm glad she's laughing in chat. You know,
man.
as we're seeing, all these runners are quite capable of run.
Yeah, they're gonna get it. It's just.
Yep.
I mean, you can definitely tell as long as they want it. I think they're all gonna get it. We've seen great things from Carlebron on stream last night, and Shin and Kirby today, and Meow's definitely good enough to do it as well. But wow, yeah, good game, Kirby. That was really something.
So let's check out the pace. 22 minutes was heading towards Crunchy's time.
Yeah,
Definitely top 5 time. We only have 6 completions.
yeah. And I think part of the reason is it has always felt like a really hard challenge category, but to me it's learning some of the mechanics and the strategies because it's such a different game from normal Spelunky, but I don't actually think it's that hard compared to like an eggplant run. I think would be much harder.
It takes a lot of motivation and patience.
Yeah. Man, I'm wondering if that jetpack wasn't there, would that run still be going?
Yeah, that jetpack was just so
Man,
tempting.
you had to go for it though.
There were spike balls, and
Yeah.
I don't know, there wasn't really a safe way to get it.
One thing that came to my mind, and I didn't say it, but you can bomb out those tiki ball traps,
Yeah.
let them drop.
That's true.
It's not your kill, even if you've moved the spike ball trap. So dropping to the bottom, but yeah, that was just a lot going on there.
Yeah, died. There was a question in chat, but
Oh,
I
what
think
did I miss?
Died answered it. Just how to do the Yama kill, actually.
Oh, that was at the top of the video, but it's low percent hell, and you have to pin Yama to a block, a terrain tile, and a tiki trap. So
Right, so if you don't do the actual pinning between a block and the tiki tile, it'll take Yama will go to a second phase. So a lot of the times you'll see low percent hell runners do that strat to take out the second phase right away. He gets crushed so that you save some time, but you need to do it in pacifist runs, because if you let him go to his second phase and then he dies, you'll get a kill for it.
yeah, exactly. Alright, all 4 runners back in the mines. It's been kind of a long time since we've seen that. We had Carly Ron
this-
on Olmec for like 20 minutes, so
Yeah, there's been a lot of runs getting far.
yeah.
I'm going to step out for 2 or 3 minutes.
Sure, sounds good. By the way, if there are any other runners who want to come on and vent about anything that's going on in your runs or ask mechanics questions, you're always welcome to do so. They've all been invited to the video chat on Discord, so they can pop in at any time. Alright, so we got a really good Kapala percent seed for Kirby here. This is one of the first meme categories proposed by Hectic, but if you have already sacrificed a damsel to an altar, and then you fall and stun yourself on top of an altar, you'll turn into a Kapala. And again, one of the original meme categories that...
Hey, Ix.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm so bad at this.
Stop doing no gold!
It's calling me though.
I know. You only want to do the category once, so just do a max no gold pacifist your first time. Tossing a haunted as well.
Tossing a haunted.
May as well, right? Low percent, just in case we ever do low percent pacifist.
Yeah, low percent.
Yeah.
Base jump. Throw that in there. Too.
May as well. Oh man, yeah. So yeah, we've seen everyone else get really deep into the run. So
I know you're like, yeah, we've seen such good runs from Kirby, Carl. Oh, and Meow has the skill to do this too.
Yeah, Meow has a nice haircut. But yeah, I mean, you're going for no gold, and you're going very fast too. So, like, I'm a little bit worried.
Maybe I should just slow down.
I'm worried my record is gonna fall in a grind event, which I'd be totally happy about.
Sorry. I don't think that's gonna happen. I haven't even made it past black market, so oh, that didn't count as kill. What am I supposed to do about monkeys? So am I just supposed to let them have their way with me?
So if yeah, basically,
Okay.
So the monkey stole a bomb, but Meow didn't get credit for it, which is nice. Any item that's stolen is not yours, I believe, but yeah, best to just try to avoid it.
It becomes the monkeys. It's the monkeys' bomb.
I actually like to do a rope down to the spikes and then walk across the spikes. It uses a resource, but it's a really safe way of keeping a run alive.
Yeah. This run just takes so much, like, it just takes a lot of resources. It's really hard for me. I'm not used to it, and it's hard for me to manage it all. Oh no! Oh, and then things like that happen.
You're like 5 seconds ahead of us, so we'll see. How did Meow mess up? That blue frog, I'm guessing. Yeah, there it is. Tricky category. We get a BM for Shin Greywords, but it has almost no useful items. Oh man. He came in with 9 bombs, and that's largely going to have to sustain him for most of the run here.
I mean, everyone else has made it so far. Kirby, who else made it to Hell? Shin? They both made it to, I mean Yama even.
And Carly was sort of trying out the category for the first time last night and made it to Hell. So
I know he was on Olmec for a while.
Yeah. I actually sent him a Discord image of how to solve the fight. So, Ix assisted speedruns, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't pause or anything. He was just trying for 20 minutes.
Hey guys.
Hey, Kenny.
Oh.
Hey Meow.
The jump.
The Meow.
Hey Kenny.
Hey.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm pretty bad at this category. I'm trying my best.
Well, this is your first time trying it.
Yeah, I'm probably going too fast.
Yeah, I think I made that mistake when I first started trying it too. Are you having fun with it?
Slow to respond. Why did I sign up for this?
Where is this key? Where's the key? I had fun doing that max hell. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I love that category.
Yeah, it's this category is kind of an acquired taste.
By the way, we should mention that Shin Greywords...
it is fun though. I mean, I just enjoy playing this game in general, so.
So Shin is out of black market?
It is a much different playstyle than I'm used to.
Yeah, it's pretty different.
Sorry, I kept cutting you off.
That's alright. Yeah, so Meow is playing, listening, talking. It's very difficult. But yeah, Shin is out of the black market. Doesn't have a jetpack, but otherwise The setup looks pretty good. One thing to note is his BM was a 2-3 BM, which means he'll only be able to get de-aggro naturally if it occurs on 3-3. Alternatively, he could go through the worm, but with 1 HP, that's probably not on his agenda.
Yeah.
Tricky exit here, and he's got the spike shoes, so he can't just jump on top. So Meow's got an eggplant round, by the way. Go for it, yeah, totally. I still love eggplant runs. I haven't completed a new one in quite some time, but yeah, that's hype. Hype?
Wait.
Ah! Okay, that didn't work.
Oh, are you doing Pacifist as well?
Pacifist, no gold, eggplant.
Nice.
No, I died right away.
Oh.
Or, can you even bomb an altar on Pacifist? Is that? I think you
mean,
end up killing things.
It's hard to avoid them, but you can toss the bomb off screen.
Yeah, we had an altar. Shin had to break an altar to get into the black market on one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, those spiders are really hard to avoid if you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so good news for Shin. He does not have a Moai on 3-2, so assuming that he doesn't aggro a shop. What is this Yeti man though?
This is the standard Shin Yeti. You gotta hear the music. He has his automaton jazz wet fur music cover playing for it too.
That's amazing.
But yeah, so I was
Pretty great.
I was trying to say before I saw that he will get de-aggro on 3-3, assuming that the shopkeeper isn't angered off screen. So fingers crossed for that one.
Unfortunately, it wasn't the special level we were looking for.
Oh, psychic presence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roulette shop, but you don't want to aggro the keeper.
Yep. So he should get de-aggro here. It's basically his last chance to get it. What's that meow?
Sorry.
So these runners are streaming separately, so if you want to hear Meow Curse, go to Twitch TV Meow Mix Mix. Give a shout out to our runners here. Runners.
Okay, it looks like we
I guess you heard that. Sorry.
it's okay.
What did you say to me the other not too long ago, Ix? If I ever considered downing some Adderall and doing a score run?
I don't remember saying any of that.
Interesting.
I don't
Does it
remember
seem
that at all.
pliable?
Alright, so thanks Meow Mix Mix for joining us, and good luck with the rest of your your runs.
Hey, he's doing a score run. That's nice.
Looks good, yeah. Very low score so far, but promising level with.
This turn is scoring. Alright. I should probably focus on the run and not get Ix in trouble. Although this is your channel, it's your own rules here.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure whatever you just implied was against Twitch terms of service, so this has been a good one event for us for speed events. Also, I say that without admitting or denying the quote by Meow. He's still doing no gold.
Oh, we have Shin go down. I think.
Oh yeah.
3-4 or 4-1.
He whipped a caveman,
4-1.
and it had 1 HP for some reason, maybe an arrow trap. But yeah, very, very unfortunate. So yeah, Meow looking good with a no gold. He's got the Ujat. Just a couple extra bombs, which is always nice. And going really fast and keeping it no gold and...
I get it.
the standard layout, yeah. I mean, the important thing is that you are having fun, although you didn't actually confirm that you were having fun. So
Well,
No,
he said he
I
likes
am
playing
now.
Spelunky.
Oh, the market.
Nice.
We found it.
Well, you have the best run going right now, Meow.
Amazing. What? Shoot. Oh, there it is. I'm honestly so blind with the black market. I think everyone in the Spelunky community knows that, but
I think
It's a big thing on the.
it's
set of
probably
leaves.
chalked up to your low hour count.
oh no, what have I done? Oh, oh no. Oh no! Okay, sorry. Sorry. I should probably get off my mic.
All right,
It's
sure.
okay.
And it sounds like we're gonna be losing Meow, but gaining Flannel Violin back.
I'm gonna get off.
All right, good
Bye
luck.
guys. It was fun venting for a bit.
Good luck,
See you
Meow.
later. Is Flannel here? You're welcome to come back.
Give me 2 minutes.
Whatever. You asked if you could come back.
I asked if I could come back at 1:30.
Oh, what? All right.
Everything's okay.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry.
You're fine. No, I volunteered. I wasn't ready to come back about half an hour ago, but I volunteered because Kenny seemed like he was having cat problems.
Yeah.
Oh, my cat's good now. Don't worry about it. Thanks, though. Oh, Meow's still at 0 kills. I thought all the freaking out he was doing was because he got a kill or something, but...
Yeah, no, the shopkeepers were aggroed into the black market, and he had
He's
some
got
trouble
a
at the
lot
start.
of frog situations on
Mhm.
these markets.
Yeah, if he can make it to that second level, I think it's all going to open up for him.
That frog there should suicide. Tiki, I want to say.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We have a jetpack here for Carl. Another thing to note, Carl has a no gold pacifist run going.
All right. Yeah, they're probably realizing that they're not tending to lose runs from avoiding gold. Oh man, a really, really bad set of items. I
Yeah.
think he's only up 6 bombs entering this black market.
Yeah, he might get a lucky bomb shop somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what we gotta hope for right now.
The Matic is a lot better to get after the Moai stage, or actually, it's always a good item, and it'll come in handy in 2-4 as well.
Hey, Bronx Taco. A lot of the people in like the top 10 and top 20 have like 2K hours.
It's hard to say
It's like
because
1K.
if you're a daily challenge person, there are a lot of us that will load up the game, start the daily challenge, and then pick it up maybe 12 hours later. So I like to claim that I've actually played the game like 10 hours, but I've idled for like 1,000 or something.
I accidentally actually left Spelunky running all night, so my hours are a bit boosted right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what mine are, and I really don't want to check.
I have over 3,000 hours in Binding of Isaac.
Whoa!
Oh, I didn't know you played that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
do you speedrun it, or what's the scoop there?
It's well, it's a compulsion.
Alright.
Oh, there's paste from Meow. But yeah, in
Nice.
terms of Binding of Isaac, we've had a lot of Spelunky runners move on to that. So that's cool to hear that's where you're from.
Yeah.
But no, I have not. I have not speed run it.
Okay.
He's going for the paste, I think, which is a good move. It's in a tricky spot.
Have you tried any other... Well... So he doesn't have aggro, right?
So who's going for paste?
yeah.
Oh, he's going for it in the gamble block.
He would have to get 3-2 aggro here.
Could he go gamble for it though?
He doesn't
Oh,
have
he has
gold.
no money.
Yeah. He should probably just Matic into the shop up top and send the guy out, right?
I mean...
Considering he has to get aggro anyway. if he
So,
wants to paste.
yeah, so if he gets aggro, then he'll be able to get de-aggro in 4-2 or Olmec.
If a UFO kills the shopkeeper, does
then
he get aggro?
he will aggro for that level. Yeah. Do it. Matic. 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 Matic.
It's send if he Maddox a couple times and goes at the pace level, the shopkeeper will go down. Yeah.
Matic. By the way, we've got Carlibron, also a very low resource run. Very nice.
Man, I wonder what Ix is saying right now.
Am I muted?
You keep dropping out.
Oh, really?
It's on mine. Yeah, you keep like, getting halfway through a sentence and then drop.
I don't think I noticed that.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
So it might be
I could just be
well, it could be
stuttering.
a connection issue.
All right, I'll wait to see if Twitch chat yells at me. But thanks for telling me that. All right, so
Did he give up on pace? No,
He got it. He got it. Yeah, he's in good shape. He's just gotta get the aggro, which he will, most likely.
Cool. It could also be a problem with Discord. I'm also transmitting my mic to Twitch chat, so it could be that there's a real issue in Discord, but not on Twitch. But Twitch chat's always number one.
Pretty impressive here from Meow. He's the first person to get a Ooh, did gold land by the exit there?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh
it did.
no!
That's unfortunate. I hope he knows he got it so he doesn't have to worry about it now, though.
Mm-hmm.
He might restart.
Oh no!
Oh, just giving up on the run entirely?
I think he just forgot that causes a kill. You know, you see Anubis, you just want to kill him right away. But yeah.
Okay.
You know, that's
just a temporary
the first
loss.
time you get to this point on a pacifist run,
Yeah, just a loss of focus, that's all.
Sorry, Meow Vic Vic.
it's pretty common. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
So, good news is we've seen Carlibron entering the temple now. A very low bomb count, but has a jetpack. Shin Greywords is also in the black market, and it looks like there's a good resource count at the very least in here. But yeah, sad moment for Meow. He can either reset, keep a run going, maybe practice the Olmec fight is probably useful. But up to the runner what he decides to do here. We're actually moving into the third hour of the broadcast. We're gonna put a soft ending at around 3 o'clock and let people move on with their lives, but I still think we're gonna get one of these completions by then. Could it be?
Yeah, I mean,
Carlibron.
I have high hopes for this current Carlibron.
Yeah. It's the
just needs some more bombs.
Yeah, low
He's got
bombs.
another non-paced one going.
Yeah.
He's struggling to get Anubis. Oh, he got it. Maybe
Yeah, there it
TT.
is.
I'm worried about that Crocman. Okay, Crocman killed itself.
Yeah, he got. Yep. Okay, really nicely done. That wasn't an easy Anubis manipulation to do.
Yeah. So no.
Anubis manipulation sounds like a good name.
It does.
All right, nice exit
Very
by
nice.
Carlibron. He had a much safer fight that would have taken a bomb, but because his resources are so low, making decisions that are a little bit riskier, but might pay off long term. As long as he keeps the run alive. Oh god.
Ooh, those thwomps.
I wasn't even sure if that caused a kill or not.
Yep, no, you don't get credit for any traps that are triggered by you.
What about?
Oh, we're back to this.
I have a lot of questions. What about if you pick up an idol and then one of the related idol traps kills?
Okay, the temple ceiling trap will not give you a kill, but the boulder, for some reason, you do have responsibility for, I guess.
You have responsibility for the boulder.
Yes.
I thought for sure you would say neither of them count.
No, the boulder.
Really well done by Carl there
Yeah.
in City of Gold.
Nice little bomb cook from below. We've seen that go wrong today, but not this time. Meow, back to the no gold strats. I love it. So a couple of crates above Olmec for Carla Braun. I don't like to stand that close to Anubis because skeleton can spawn right underneath you. Just move a little bit farther. Also, if you're farther,
Well, that spider's an issue.
Yeah.
Oh, got him. Okay.
If you stand
Spawn
farther,
right
it also
right.
won't spawn enemies.
Oh, that bat is stuck on. That's very a lucky glitch. Oh no, never mind.
Oh no!
Ah!
Just trapped himself in
Very
there with the
sad.
climbing gloves, but
Very sad.
you could practice the Olmec fight. You had a little bit of difficulty last
I
time,
want
Carla
to.
Ron.
Yes.
Man.
I almost said that out loud.
Mm.
He's a notorious memer. And we love him for it.
So I think all of the runners right now, except Kirby, are using controllers. I think Kirby's
Oh.
the only keyboard runner.
Yeah. Shin uses a DS4. Meow uses a DS4. I don't know what kind of controller Carl uses, but yeah, Kirby uses a controller.
Wait, Meow's not an Xbox user?
No, you're right, actually, it is an Xbox.
I don't know
Yeah.
why we know all this stuff. Well, I know Meow's brought it to
No, we
GDQ.
saw him in person, yeah.
Yeah. What do you
I know-
use? Flannel? Your
I
keyboard,
have-
right?
No,
Hmm.
I have a DualShock 4.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
Is
what
the way to
PS4
go.
means, doesn't it? Yup.
Does it double as a slime controller? Or is a slime piece of artwork?
Ix has
You don't even know what I'm
little
talking
emoji
about.
in-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to decide if I should pretend to know what you were talking
that
about.
little emoji in chat. There's a PlayStation 4 controller that's shaped like that. And Ix has
Oh
it.
no.
I have played
From,
with it.
Dragon Warrior, I think.
Yep. Or yeah, Dragon Warrior. That's right. The series has been rebranded Dragon Quest, but I don't understand. That's a much worse name. But yeah, I've played with it exactly once. I had a friend friend over, and she got the DualShock 4.
So Carl uses an Xbox Lite.
Hmm.
That might be what Meow has. I know Meow has a few different types of Xbox controllers.
Ix, maybe you answered this already, but what controller do you use?
I use a Wii U Pro. I'm trying to remember if there's a classic attached to it, but yeah, it's. I love it.
A very unique
You're
controller. I
lying
think
to me.
someone. No, he's not. He really
What?
does. It's weird. I think he should use a different controller, but this works for him.
I'd be way better
No.
than
Someone
Kenny.
else uses that. I can't
Kenny,
remember
you
who.
don't want him to use a different controller. As soon as
Yeah.
he uses a legitimate
He'll
controller,
crush
he's
you.
gonna take all his world record back.
That's true. That's true. I can't. Someone else used the Wii U Pro. Was it Raptor who used to? I can't remember.
Me on a different
Someone else did
alias.
for a while.
I've never known about another person using it.
I miss.
I
You
think.
talk about Falafel Raptor. Where is he?
Yeah, I know he disappeared. It's really sad. Oh, he's a busy guy.
He
I
had
think
the best bedtime streams. He always streamed at the right time.
I love his
Yeah,
music
I
choice too.
saw all of his streams.
Let's turn this into just a
Kinda
falafel
disappeared.
sadness stream.
Yeah, he's gone.
Is
But
he on Twitter? Can we all tweet at him?
he's on Steam all the time. But he's playing he plays multiplayer games a lot.
Yeah.
I think he just
Aw,
kind of
man.
got into some other stuff.
Kenny and I also met him at GDQ 2018 or AGDQ 2018.
Yep.
Really cool
Is
guy.
he made out
A
of
year ago.
chickpeas.
No, he's
Thank you
He's
for
not.
seriously
Yeah,
answering the question.
well. I didn't know what falafel was until recently.
Oh man! All right, next time you're in DC, we're gonna go to Max's Kosher Cafe.
I'm down.
I'm realizing that there's some other restaurants that you're gonna have to try as well. A little bit of Lido pizza action.
I thought for sure I had the Raptor emote in this channel, but I did not add it.
Yeah, Yamix mixes into the dark black market.
Yep.
Ton of bombs for him. There's a cape.
He's
Yeah.
gotta be
Zero
careful
kills.
about those spike shoes. Or does he already have spike shoes? I can't tell.
He does, yeah.
He's already got them. It doesn't look like there's going to be yeah, no jetpack in here. I don't know how I feel about the skipping of the gloves. He's got a lot of ropes though, you know, this might help his mobility,
Mhm.
just like his confidence and stuff. So you can't really say it's a mistake, even though he doesn't have a jetpack.
It kind
Water
of
gun is much
counteracts
more
the
powerful.
the climbing gloves a little bit, so I would have taken him.
I think I would have too, but
Yeah.
How does the freeze ray have any interesting interactions in this run?
None that I'm aware of.
I think you might be able to kill Anubis with the freeze ray and not count as a kill, but I can't confirm that. I just know in AJE
Anubis
sometimes
won?
when you kill. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, did you ever notice sometimes on AJE freezing Anubis?
Yeah. Those.
So that's my only theory for that.
Yeah,
Might
with
not.
AJE, like I said, is the opposite.
The
run.
opposite.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll add it right now.
Y'all should have a pacifist AJE run where you can only unlock journal entries by getting killed or taking damage from the.
That sounds like a nightmare.
We've done some low percent versions of runs like that. I don't think I'm willing to do it, but someone else can. All right, you just ruined Kirby's life for the next.
I'm sorry, Kirby. Kirby paused her game to just talk about that in Twitch chat for a sec.
I added the "How you doing" emote group.
Yeah, it might take a couple minutes to get in there.
Yeah, all you got. You got to refresh for sure.
No emotes are showing up in my pop out, which is kind of a bummer.
Oh.
I can see them.
There was an option on Streamlabs and yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, it's okay because they do show up in the Twitch chat on stream. So.
That's such a good emote
Here
from
with
Carl.
my Squia Kia
Alright, I'm working on it.
emote.
Yeah, it says I'm enabling FFC emotes.
Oh, they're working now.
What? Oh, okay. So it wasn't in the stream just yet. That's why the "How you doing" wasn't in there.
Joko,
Meow
you
Mix
gotta
Mix
get-
has a very interesting. There is a damsel in front of an arrow trap. How? And then another arrow trap right underneath that. So he's got a very interesting puzzle here because he can't trigger that arrow trap.
That's fine actually. It's when you interact with the I keep saying HH for that, but it's when you interact with it that you get credit for it.
So if the damsel, okay, if the damsel activates itself by taking damage,
Yeah, you're fine.
and then walks into another arrow trap.
Yeah, you're fine.
So tough situation here for Meow. We don't have a very straightforward Anubis kill. The Tiki's in a bad spot. Can you thwomp Anubis?
You can thwomp Anubis, yep.
You have to be careful about thwomping the scepter too, though.
That's right. Yeah, you don't. Ix was actually just doing some science on that. You definitely don't want to thwomp the top of him. We know that, and we've known that for a while. But there's some little finicky things, like we didn't know for sure which side of him he could thwomp him, from the top or the bottom with the thwomp. So Ix was sciencing that recently.
I'm glad thwomps don't have souls.
I'm mesmerized by this fight.
Is the aggro range for thwomps the same as arrow traps?
That's a Kinney question.
I want to say it's a little bit. Thwomps get aggroed. You have to be a little closer to a thwomp, but I'm not positive. I think arrow traps have maybe a tile more.
So Meow's definitely solved the level. He needs to be able to free Anubis, but he's got multiple traps that he can use here.
Oh, the thwomps, those two thwomps are no longer. Oh, now they are again.
This is scary.
Yeah, so the ghost will be coming very shortly. That's the only thing I'm really worried about.
Same.
Yeah, they might be the same. I'm not sure.
It's just Anubis keeps getting stuck on walls.
He's got some options now, at least.
Yeah.
This Tiki, I think he's going to need to use a bomb.
Well, it's that Tiki.
I think he's going to take Tiki up a level.
Yeah. But we do have the ghost at this point. And he's got to get out of that nook, or else it's going to be...
Those thwomps are really annoying.
Yeah.
You, if you're listening, you can trigger that damsel. No. Oh no!
Still alive. Still alive.
Oh, he's taking responsibility for the damsel.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, he could just set it down somewhere. Nice rope. He might be trying to get an HP.
Yeah. There's no wrong answer. Looks like he's making a safe spot though.
For the damsel.
Yeah.
It's
There's
not
one
a bad
on
idea.
the left side.
I didn't know these.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
for
there we
what?
go. That was smart. I didn't know these damsel mechanics. Really well done. He was saying he's not good at this category. I thought it was over there too.
I forgot
Oh.
he had to go down.
He's got spring boots, so he can get over the ghost there. It's just
No,
oh
no,
my!
no!
What is happening right now? Oh no! What a play! Oh my goodness!
Meow mix gaming.
I really want to see.
And
him
there's
get
a
through
shopkeeper.
This. No!
What?
He got it! He made it!
What? Goodness gracious!
Real quick,
What a
Harley
level.
Fraud is in the black market. He's dodging shopkeepers. He's got a good bomb count, and he's only got 1 health though, which makes the next couple levels kind of difficult. And there's a jetpack.
Oh, okay, that'll help a lot.
He's
Wow.
gonna have to avoid killing this bat though, which is the hot take of the stream.
So we've seen everyone get far.
Technically, Yamix makes us the only Yama on stream today.
True. Fair point. Alright, so still no pace from Meow, no jetpack, so this has been a really tough run, really tough seed. That 4-1 though.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
I say that's the hardest level in...
Oh no!
Oh no! Tough situation.
Yeah. He wanted to go fast, but then there are a lot of dangers below, and so a little bit of a hesitation, and
Yeah.
that's the end of it.
Is to be accepted as a moss ranking category. I know some categories. I'm sorry. Let me start.
Oh man, I don't even want to get started on that.
No. I said it wrong. Give me a second. To have a run accepted.
Oh, okay.
I know some moss ranking categories have a minimum time.
Like what?
I'm just wrong.
They
Straight up.
no, they're you have to have a certain time on some categories to get them to count for moss.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
that was my
For, like, a
question.
little
I gotcha.
bonus.
So
But yeah,
is
you
there
can
a
submit
minimum
any time.
for a pacifist run to get them accepted for moss point?
Pacifist doesn't count for moss points. It's a miscellaneous category.
Yeah.
We didn't want to force people to do it because it's so off the wall and really niche, and you need to really be into it.
Okay,
So,
I thought
we try to make-
understood moss ranking. Okay, so
There's
There are
0
3
moss points
tabs.
today.
there are 3 tabs in the moss ranking categories, and there's main, miscellaneous, and memes.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like Meow Mix. There's 3 apps.
That's right. But yeah, the ones that count for moss points are the ones in main.
So I actually didn't
Is
know
18.
that. So everyone doing like Uja I runs isn't getting any benefit other than bragging rights.
Yeah, we had
Sadness.
recently we made this thing called
Which
sorry,
you
it's-
can't brag about yet,
we did
so-
this thing recently. We made these achievements, and Ujedi's on some of those. So, but it's all in fun.
So, okay, that's interesting. So only things in the main tab count for moss ranking points.
For moss points for like the main ranking, yeah.
Live, Carly. No. Alright, so all 4 runners back in the mines.
All 4 runners back in the mine.
That was sort of the
And this is fun. They're all on different levels of the mines.
1, 2, 3, 4? Yes!
Right.
Briefly, very briefly.
Looking around. No, we're still. Oh, never mind.
no.
Shin needs to get to. Alright. Alright. This is too hard to follow. I keep looking at levels right now. But we do have Meow Mix into the jungle. Has collected gold, so you realized new strategy. This could be a haunted pacifist run. Although the castle is not trivial usually. That place is full of enemies, and looks like they'll be spared from the temptation. Oh, there's the castle.
So, Ix,
What's up?
about Haunted, is there any interesting interactions with the shield?
Alright, so, Flannel did tell me she was going to try to stump me on stream, and I told her, whatever you do, don't ask me about the shield, because it's...
You can't tell them that I'm cheating.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd like to pretend that we don't prepare for these events at all, but yeah, the shield is like the buggiest item in Spelunky. I don't even know.
Really annoying.
You can sometimes crush gold and also items into a wall with a shield and still have them show up in your inventory. So I don't even know how that thing works.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You also
It's really
said
buggy.
that the pitching mitt glove.
Oh yeah, that's the other. When I think of the two most broken items in Spelunky, it's the shield and the mitt in some order. But yeah,
put
we
the
have.
shield first.
What
We
does
have
the mitt do?
the mitt lets you throw things against a wall and get them stuck there. But that's just where it starts. It's been really helpful in eggplant runs and score runs, making safe spots where there otherwise wouldn't be any. But
Yeah, I
good
guess-
shock
I guess
seal
they're-
from Shin.
They're both probably equally glitchy. The mitt just doesn't seem as bad because it's glitchy in a good way.
yeah, usually, usually.
Yeah. I've lost a couple eggplant runs to having the mitt, and then in 4-1
Oh, Carly
or
Brown with the
4-2,
free crate web gun. Getting lucky.
What
that's
happened?
his favorite item for this.
Yeah. What happened in 4-2, Kenny?
You know how you can throw a corpse at a
Mm-hmm.
tiki trap and it'll like just float at, like
Oh.
a diagonal if you
Yeah,
have the mitt? It's happened to other people too. Like
Yeah,
you kill the
that's-
robot in 4-2 and
that's killed
he
landmine
flies with the
runs.
eggplant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
So yeah, usually helpful. The shield, on the other hand, usually
hate
not
the
helpful.
These are, and I know I mentioned this yesterday, and I also think it might have been a little bit of a stump, but
Never.
the interactions with force field.
Okay, yeah, so I didn't do any testing on force fields,
I don't
but
know how the force field and the shield react.
yeah. So here's an example. If there's a psychic blast coming to you and you have the shield and you deflect it with a shield, I actually don't know if that counts as your kill. Like if you get ownership of that psychic blast by touching your shield or not. And the same sort of thing with a what do you call them? A force field. So can I shoot a force field, have the bullets deflect, and then kill something? I have no idea. I have a guess, but I'd be lying if I told you that I knew the
Well,
answer.
I have a guess too.
Hmm.
And the guess is it would count.
Yeah,
But
I'm
opposite of your guess.
no, I'm leaning to that, but the shield one I really don't have a good answer for.
I mean, you have the. It's according to Monster King. You were the only one that submitted a max pacifist hell, so the person who would know about
The only
force-
the only person who's been to the mothership.
yeah, on a pacifist run.
I mean, yeah, but I don't tend to go around shooting things and shooting force
On
fields on
pacifist-
pacifist
That's
runs.
very
So
fair. Why would you have a shotgun?
yeah, most of the things that are like most of the mechanics that I'm not sure about are usually not relevant so far. But maybe, you never know. I don't know.
Here's an easy one. What about the Chris knife?
it's a kill. Everything.
Thing.
Yeah.
I
Tough
love.
situation there for Kirby. She had to basically just reset.
Yeah.
But we have Carl into the market here with a nice jetpack.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's a bomb shop in here. Already has the on, which is good.
Using a bomb there to avoid maybe even getting stuck against those.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart play. Looking for.
No paste in the bomb shop. Kind of rare, but it happens. At least there was a bomb shop. This is crazy. This is the third viable run for Carl that has not had paste, which is pretty rare.
Yeah, we oftentimes will get it in a bomb shop in the mines or from or from a giant spider, but
Just exit. Oh my god.
yeah, if one of them blows up that orange frog, then
Yeah, that could be good.
yeah, but there's no real way to induce it. He does have the web gun, but not trusting.
I think it's gonna work out.
Yeah, I think so too. But he had to avoid stomping on a shopkeeper's head and having that shopkeeper kill the orange frog. So a lot of things that he was keeping in mind on that
Not
exit.
an easy exit. This one's
the-
better.
Every exit is stressful.
So Joko has a question in chat. I'm pretty sure, and the other two people who know more about Spelunky can correct me if I'm wrong, but the web gun does not permanently immobilize because webs fired from the web gun eventually disappear.
Yeah, you could stand there forever and just keep pouring more and more paste on them, but yeah, it's temporary. Just another reason why the item is not the strongest in the game. Oh, so Meow's got a nice score run going. A Crust-matic, I believe? Or maybe it was from the shop.
Yeah, I think you robbed the
Okay.
shop because it's got aggro, I believe.
Look at where that chest is.
Wow.
Oh! Meow's giving us
Oh,
some plays
goodness.
today. I love it.
That's so
Yeah.
good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Carly has a question, and I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, what?
Well, let's see.
Is the question just what or why? Those are his
Yeah.
last two comments.
What is he? What are we talking
Oh.
about? What were we just talking about? The web gun?
I was watching a different stream when he just died in the ice cave there.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's
Okay.
sad.
I think we're all watching the Mix because Ujit,
Yeah.
This is a tough. An orange frog took out the corner tile here for Shin, so this robbery is not trivial.
Yeah.
The guy's gonna get him.
Ooh.
Oh.
Happens on low percentile runs. There's not really much you can do. You can move the items in the one shop to make it move over a bit, but he still usually just gets you there.
So, what about using the standard shopkeeper robbery strategy when that happens?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could just go back up,
Yeah.
and just rob the market like normal.
One of my favorite. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I do like Shin's strategy of just taking the L. Like I recommend that on many runs. Just reset. We're done.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about I was
HH for
rewatching.
Meow. Sorry, go ahead.
It's fine. I was rewatching your posted. There's a monkey on the helping hand, and it took gold. Can it
Yeah,
do
so the
that?
gold. I
hadn't seen that
Like-
before.
I don't know who picked up the gold, but that's interesting.
It's
Is the gold teleport?
It's stole gold from the HH.
It's got gold from
Yeah.
the. Does the HH have its own bank of gold? What's
Well,
going on?
I
That's-
think he was going for a no gold run, was he? And I think the HH might have broken it, but that's
Alright.
interesting.
I'm checking our score run rules right now because that might be a loophole here. All right. We wrote the rules in the right way. Infinite score strategies, including monkey duping, is not allowed. So I was thinking, like, if it
I'm
had
really
said,
curious.
if it had said, you can't let a monkey steal gold from you.
Yeah.
Is a roulette wheel technically infinite score?
Unbounded.
So the thing about the roulette wheel and roulette strats, we sometimes call them, is if you spin the wheel an infinite number of times, you're going to end up at 0, basically. That's like the
limit or
expected outcome of infinite
Really?
spins. But you can spin the wheel as much as you want and get as many items as you want. So you can get a score run started that way, but it's really annoying.
yeah. Kenny, your first Ujat Eye attempt?
Oh god, yeah.
You
I tried to do an Ujat Eye run spinning the wheel, and I just did not get a jetpack. I
For-
eventually got a jetpack on an Ultra and then like screwed up the next level. I was telling myself I was just gonna do a really serious attempt at it.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a lot easier than most seeds, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying that.
But it was a full hour and a half of spinning.
Yeah,
By the way,
I paused it. And
speaking
left it on.
speaking of
Dodge.
Ujet runs,
Oh no, Kirby! Oh
Yeah.
no, that frog.
so Carlibron is attempting New Jedi run right now.
Is he really?
That is the only thing that explains anything that he's doing. Really, really bad item count.
So
that's
looking at
cool.
the tie, we have a soft end at 3, and for the true pacifist hell percent, there's 6 runners who've completed it, and the slowest is at 32:51, and the fastest at 12 or whatever it had. So it's quite possible that one of our runners could finish off here, but we're getting down to the wire.
I suspect we'll quit when they're all in the mines, or just slowly dismiss people as their runs end. But it's a pretty loose thing. Yeah, this has been fun though. I mean, we've seen from all 4 runners the potential to get this category done, and I'm still not ruling it out for the remainder of the broadcast.
No, yeah, 25 minutes left.
Yeah, all the runs that got far were around like the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, everybody, I think...
I will say that Carla.
Oh, he got the Ujet.
I was about to say, like, I was gonna guarantee that.
Eggplant run for Kirby.
Does Kirby have an eggplant?
Yes.
Okay. I think I asked that a couple times. I don't know if she has a low percent health. Let me take a look.
Now I'm checking that. Yeah, Kirby has a 32-minute eggplant.
Still no low percent health, which is surprising.
The comment on Kirby's classic eggplant run is, if future me tries this again, tell her present me said no. So
doesn't want to do it again.
Yeah,
Do you want to explain what "we were happy here for a little while" means?
Oh, that's the spoiler alert. That's the ending of, or one of the lines at the end of the Grand Budapest Hotel. It's a real tearjerker for me.
I still haven't seen that.
But what does it mean applied to a pacifist run?
I mean, most of my comments are like Angel Olsen or Snail Mail lyrics, so just whatever's on my mind at the time, whatever song I'm listening to.
Whatever song you were listening to when you finished the run.
I had a bunch of Snowball world records that had like literary quotes relating to winter. What? Joko's accusing Kenny of being sad, which is
I'm not sad.
one of the...
I think I just sound sad.
It's okay,
Just
Kenny.
the
You
last
can tell us what's on your mind.
I'm smiling right now. I'm not sad.
Why are you mad, bruh?
Yeah, what's got you so bummed out?
Alright, so what do we got here? Couple runners in the jungle.
Meowmix mixed with the BM engine.
Hey, Twabbit.
BM trends.
Alright, so...
TTF, my favorite soup is tomato soup with pasta and paprika.
Whoa, crust pack for Kirby.
That's nice. So far we've seen 3 bombs in this, okay, a couple more up top, but...
Ooh, Meowmix mix.
Yeah, not looking like a really good black market.
Oh, but he pulled it off. Well, he survived the...
No!
No.
Got the kill there with the frog. Kind of came out of nowhere.
Alright, so now most promising run is Kirby. Jetpack, 5 bombs paced.
She's got the Uja Eye too, so it'll hopefully be an easy black market to find.
Yeah, the only thing we're really missing besides a lot of bombs would be getting a compass, but otherwise, these are the item. Oh, we do have a compass, never mind. Yeah, just need bombs.
Jetpack for Shin. He's only got 1 bomb left, but
Nice.
that's all he needs. get into the market here.
I never know who to look at a moment.
The green levels.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Kirby could do a drain mech if she wants.
I'd buy that Matic, honestly. I think... There she goes.
Yeah.
Ooh, the market share, too.
Yep. Looks like it's going to take aggro to get in there. Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Oh,
Just
look at all
so
these
thick.
frogs. Just slow
What
down,
in
just
the
slow
world?
down.
Oh,
my
hide.
Dig
So
farther.
hopefully she didn't miss the BM on either 2-1 or 2-2.
There
Yeah.
was a tick.
Yeah, we
saw.
saw.
There was a tick,
We
so
saw.
Oh, there was a tick?
Yep.
I think near the shop, yeah.
So,
So many enemies.
I'm
Oh
not-
my
oh
goodness.
my gosh.
So yeah, Tiki trap down in the bottom left there. Try to eliminate some of these enemies and make it a little bit easier.
There's so many. of them.
There's one down. And just systematically kill them. That'll make it a little bit easier.
Her pacifist run is actually kind of secretly like the most dastardly or like psychopathic because you slowly kill
Yeah.
the enemies without touching them.
Dead.
It's-
By the way,
Very
Shin in
thought.
the black market now, no bombs, and
Oh, so he did manage to get in the market with the one bomb he had. That's great. And he got the Ankh, so he might have got the aggro. I didn't see, but it's a 2-3 market, so if it was a 1-2 jetpack, which is likely, there's probably some Diagra going on.
yeah, well, again, this is going to require him to find a 3-3 Moai stage. Maybe one bomb there? Kirby's making sure that she bombs outside of the
Yes.
shopkeeper radius, or the shop
Yeah,
radius.
Good call there.
So,
No paste for Shin.
Yeah.
which enemy has ruined the most of your pacifist runs?
Well, I tend to say the runs don't really start until after the black market, and that would rule out bats as the #1 enemy.
Yeah, it's really tough to pick one.
I guess if you're talking about post black market, you'd have to
Yeah.
be. Oh, that Tiki!
Oh my goodness,
Oh
that was
my
brutal.
Gosh.
You get sniped, or she gets sniped by Boomerang Man, or?
The boomerang man was in the
Yeah.
gamble shop. and
Ah.
Very
stuff
weird
there.
spot. They're usually not down there.
And didn't kill the
That's
shopkeeper.
Talsper's
Did
spot.
not aggro the shoppy.
Hmm,
Brutal.
that's rough.
I agree, X.
Oh,
Wow.
there was an eggplant. A 3-1 eggplant for Shin.
Oh, that was pacifist eggplant run. Let's go. He picks up the spike shoes, and it looks like it was done on purpose. Did he
Yeah,
already have
we've
spike
seen it all day. It's a stylistic preference or
Yeah,
strategic
it hasn't.
preference.
It hasn't harmed him.
Yeah.
So.
I know what
I'm
one
s-
of the most underrated parts of the spike shoes is not slipping on ice.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah,
he's
that's
picking it
right.
up because he likes
That's
the
what-
movement on ice.
Yeah, that's probably it.
3-2 Moai, so that means he won't lose aggro?
Well, it was
Is
yeah. It won't.
Yeah.
There will still be aggro. Yeah.
I'm still
and
thinking about
there's
this.
no real shot
He won't.
to get the aggro
Yeah.
at this point. The middle black market, it's tricky to get the aggro. Unless you go to the one.
Still thinking about run killers, and frogs are definitely there.
Skeletons, maybe, that you weren't expecting to
Yeah,
be alive.
skeletons for sure. Anything that's fragile with only one hit point, those are the ones that are probably the worst.
Animals.
Yeah. Succubi.
Okay, it looks like Carl is opting for another Ujat attempt.
Great.
I approve.
So we'll actually have to use the shop damsel, not the natural or the spider damsel here. But yeah, focusing on Shin Greywards into the temple.
Yep, into the temple. Hoping to see Anubis near a tiki trap. Good idea for him to look down in that blocked off corner there. So far, no sign of Anubis, which is both a good and a bad thing.
Yeah.
Would have been bad if he was in that corner.
One thing I want to point out about Meowmix's stream is he is spending some of his bombs to clear the terrain before getting shopkeeper aggro. It's a really good strategy for funneling all the shopkeepers down to that bottom level, so you won't have to
Yeah,
deal
that's
with them
right.
afterwards. But yeah, very good strategy for this category.
tough Anubis. For
Yeah.
Shin. I think he sees a solution though. Almost.
Nice.
Wow.
Perfect. So you still have to contend with that
Okay, so
mummy,
it's the
though.
mummy. Yeah. Maybe this croc man will take out the mummy somehow.
Don't stand there! Don't stand there! God! Could have gotten
Maybe
tail
he
frag
took
there.
out the
The
mummy.
croc man would turn around.
Yeah. That
The-
croc man is gonna be
Ooh,
okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say a
Yeah, It'd
nightmare.
be great if that croc man took out the mummy, but I don't know.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
But
So the mummy will eventually die on the tiki trap.
yeah, you can force this too.
I think he
Anubis
sees
is
that.
stuck.
Okay, Anubis is actually
Oh,
dying from the mummy
wow.
here.
The mummy.
Incredible.
Perfect.
I always want to see that, and it's
Yeah.
so rare.
Love
Well
it when it
done.
works out.
Did he
Nice
do
play
that on
by Shin.
purpose, do we think?
I mean, it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
matter.
think once he saw the mummy flies were going towards Anubis,
Yeah.
definitely. I think his original plan was to use the tiki, but you know, once he saw what was
Yeah,
happening,
he noticed it and went with it.
Okay, this is gonna be tricky. Still have a
he's
shopkeeper,
gonna have
right?
to. Yeah, it's all the way down.
Ah,
Oh.
God.
That's brutal. He's gonna.
He's got this. He's got this.
This is tough.
I mean, stomping on his head once is probably the play.
So, real quick, what would you guys do in
Ooh.
Kirby's situation?
Take
let's
the
see,
L,
Kirby.
of course. Always. So you can manipulate the frog to jump to the right here.
See, this is why the pacifist run is secretly the most evil thing ever. She's just luring frogs into their spiky death.
There you go, Kirby. You got this. Keep
Really
jumping
nice
around,
movement
moving to the
by
right.
Shin to get to the 4-1 exit
Oh,
there.
no.
Oh no.
Right, this might be a 4-2 eggplant. We got an altar.
Good call. Pacifist eggplant.
Yeah.
It's a fast enough
Yeah.
time for Shin to probably PB and eggplant.
The
Yeah, he's got a
4-2
few PBs
eggplant.
lately, but I think probably.
I think he's in the 20s.
Okay. Good decision to go to the.
Have either of
Left
those
there.
scorpions been jumped on yet?
No, but
Um,
he's also got spike shoes, so you can't
Oh, that's fair.
stomp on him anyway. It's kind of
Has
tricky.
the arrow trap been triggered?
I don't think so.
You can go grab that pot.
That was a good move.
That works
Yeah.
too.
That's a shop.
Yeah.
You have to look right.
Well.
Well,
Yeah,
so if he had gone
he doesn't
closer,
have Diagro.
if he had gone closer, he would have triggered the shopkeeper and lost the Diagro opportunity. But yeah, you have to look still. You have to look.
Kind of scary city of gold.
Yeah. This is where I'd start just churning out some bombs.
So if gold hits a scarab, does that count as a kill?
It's the same as any other enemy.
Oh.
So you can whip gold into them.
But bombing.
So I didn't get a chance to test the City of Gold tile stuff. It seems to behave a little bit different, but I basically wouldn't count on
Safe.
it being safe. In the
I
pot.
think.
Yep.
It's pot. Okay, I missed it.
Where's the exit? Oh, got a compass.
That's
It's
helpful.
a good side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hopefully there's no enemies in that pot. Okay, didn't break.
Alright, so Shin is gonna make it
Good.
out. Very nice.
Just a lot of bombs, but again, no paste, so... Well, he had paste last time. Carl was the one without paste. But maybe we'll get some lucky Olmec paste.
Mhm.
Love Olmec.
Lucky Olmec-matic.
See this Olmec fight or this Olmac fight?
Haha!
Big Mac? I can't remember what he calls
Big
it.
Mac. Yeah, I can't either. I think he's okay with either. Big Mac.
Does he
Mac.
have
Big
custom
Mac.
music for this fight as well?
Maybe.
No, actually.
Get away from.
This Anubis. Well,
What
he
is-
was
oh, no.
trying not to do spawns.
Gotta get
It should still work out.
Tubis back downstairs.
He's got the there we go.
One more.
Look at that. This Atubis is just invincible. He even did a couple spawns. Just when you spawn,
Oh, that bat. There it goes.
yeah. Okay.
There might be one bat still up there. Yep, there it is. Just hanging around.
Has he gone for? I know he opened one crate when he was avoiding a tubist, but is there any more up there?
He's seen about a half of the top, but there's still stuff left. Hopefully. All right, plan first, then bomb.
Again, not a ton of push blocks.
Yeah.
Just a few though.
If there was one push block up top, then
Yeah, those ones up top can be
Yeah.
really nice.
no pace.
Might be able to get. Okay. Yeah, there's one he'll be able to push down.
So a good strat is to. Oh, there's a bomb in there. Good strat is to drop one of the push blocks from the top down, and then you already have your stack of 2 usually.
Geez, there's more up top than below, I think. So he has some options.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be much harder because he doesn't have haste. So he has
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
careful
it's
with
it's
the
going to
bomb
be
placement.
tough.
But yeah, that's
He's got a lot of bombs.
not quite the right bomb he wanted, but
He might be able to use this one. There we go. Yeah, that one will fall straight down.
bloop. So there's one. And
Ooh, that's gonna
so
be
he's
tough.
yeah he started bombing before really knowing where he was going, and I don't know. I'm not going to doubt Shin. He made he had some really good plays. Yeah.
So it seems that I've noticed in my runs, but I don't know if it's necessarily the case, but it seems that push blocks are slightly more resistant to bombs, like a bomb that
Yeah,
Yes.
they have a very strange hitbox. Like that
Is
bomb
it
there,
their
he just
hitbox
did
is smaller, or do they have more hit points?
smaller hitbox. I don't know like the exact pixels behind it, but they definitely can screw some things up. Another thing is paste bombs have a bigger radius, I guess, probably by a couple of pixels. So you'll see the push block discrepancy is more pronounced when you don't have paste.
So another thing to be thinking about is using Olmec to make a flat surface. All these little nooks are going to make it difficult.
Yeah, he's still got some options.
Yeah, that push block right
Yeah, he's
there.
gone for it.
I was
Wow,
gonna
that
say
close.
it could have been a 2-bomb upward cascade.
Ah, so close. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, instead of.
Dang, that
that.
was close though.
Oh, Kirby's in the black market.
Oh, very
She's,
nice.
Oh no!
which is probably why she did an oh no in chat.
Spoiler. So
Good bomb there for Shin. Except, I'm not sure.
Just needs to like
Might be able to.
plan a little bit more. So now
It's
now
just
down
really
to
frustrating without pace.
19 bombs. Again, these are just very different mechanics than what we're used to doing here. But yeah,
So if he tucks a bomb, will that one push block survive?
It'll take him out. Take
yeah.
them both out.
That one's a goner. So these blocks also probably won't quite get there. Huh.
So, Tuabit, to do the Olmec fight, you have to use push blocks to get into hell.
So it's not dead yet. So using Olmec to make a flat surface, looks like Shin is going to be stacking 2 here.
It's a good bomb.
Yeah, pull Olmec over to the left, stomp down. There's going to be a ton of enemy spawns. It's going to be a disaster. But it's still not over because he still has push blocks. Just needs to come up with a plan here. Looks like 2 separate islands of push blocks, but just needs to get a couple together here. Running down to 12 bombs here by Shin, so things are going to get pretty hard pretty soon.
Who was the one that originally discovered the push block strap?
Wow, it's been years. I want to say it might have been Milkman.
Right. It's probably.
If I had to guess, I would say Milkman or Hectic, but
Oh, Milkman.
it might have been Twin. No, not Twin. Dark Twinge. It might have been Dark Twinge. This is from like 2013, 2014.
Let me check the rest of my notes. What else do I got in here?
Yeah, just a couple minutes left. I told the runners that they should probably get on their next run that starts to feel promising, and then we'll sort of dismiss them as things go poorly, or they finish. So both are equally likely.
Crow was the first one who did it with for a pacifist run, but we were talking about just getting
The
into
strategy.
hell with push blocks.
Yeah.
So,
Nice little recovery by
quick
Shin.
thinking there.
Yeah, I think Olmec has to be involved. The run is
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
not
this
dead.
would work kind of well with Olmec,
Whip it.
actually.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
good!
God, that was smart. He could do
He's got 4
one
more bombs
Olmec.
left. He's gotta use them perfectly.
this with 2 stomps, like
Yeah.
just 2 stomps with Olmec, I think.
A stomp
How
right.
do you avoid Olmec killing himself?
Just one. This is
Just
good.
bring him over to the right.
The
rail.
problem is the bomb count at this point. He needs either a perfectly cooked bomb there or an Olmec stomp, and I think Olmec stomp is probably a little bit easier.
What if Olmec dies?
Well, Olmec would just do 1 stomp.
Yeah, Olmec on that 2-tile platform. Don't drop a bomb there. Do not drop a bomb there. No. No, 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 no.
Do what feels right in your heart.
That's right.
Milkman, we were talking
Okay.
about the push block strat for Olmec.
Just to get into hell with push blocks, like
Yeah.
like Shin's doing here.
What
He's-
about
Okay,
He's gonna
he's
do
got
the
Olmec.
stuff.
He's got Olmec.
he's got Olmec.
So he might have to use. Go ahead.
I was because I noticed he moved the chest. So
Scary.
he's
Okay.
so out of
Never
bombs.
punished.
He's got 0 bombs.
Well,
we're not
it's
gonna be able to open up
probably dead now.
the hell door. He needed that 1 bomb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scary.
Yeah. So GG Shin just.
and everyone's back on
It was
board.
close. He definitely had the right idea there.
Yeah, probably just needed to develop a plan a little bit sooner, but still really, really cool to see that run getting that far.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah, kind of hard to predict that Olmec would do that quick stomp. I think it happens when he bumps his head
Yep.
on the tile above him, which is really rare.
It's rare, but I mean it'll happen in score runs, right? That's the time when we're really manipulating him like that.
Yeah.
Dailies. So yeah, getting to 3 o'clock. So as I mentioned before, whenever the runners are feeling like they're done, we're done. There's no hard cutoff, but we'll probably stop in just a couple minutes. I'm gonna start looking for a raid partner actually,
I'll
or a
take
raid
it.
buddy. Where are our friends?
Are any of the streamers going to continue after the grind?
Well, I can also host them on their channels if they want to continue, but we'll end the hosted part of the events pretty soon.
Elad is doing.
Kirby's going for the temple shortcut pacifist.
Wanting to get an Olmec finish in, potentially.
We've got Suspense is streaming.
Sure.
We also have Elad is doing a Necrodancer. It looks like some kind of tournament.
Oh, is it Condor?
Sudden Death DOR 2.
Sudden Death Door?
Yeah. It looks, there's 4 screens, so it's probably a tournament of some sort. Yeah, it says tournament.
Alright, that sounds promising.
I think Kirby said something about a Tetris tournament also happening at the same time.
Oh, that's true. It's I think a kind of a small speedrunning community, but people who really love dropping blocks. Yeah, so a little bit sad that we didn't get any completions today, it looks like, but
We had 2 very, very, very close runs.
at least 2,
everyone had
yeah.
at least one far run.
Yeah. They're at least able to demonstrate that they're capable of it, and I hope that we do, in the next couple of days or weeks, see a couple more completions in the category. You're welcome to ask me more questions on Discord if you're thinking about doing the run. But yeah, it's hopefully this is demystified that it isn't the hardest category on Moss ranking, so...
It isn't the hardest categories. None of our runners finished.
If you've done a low hell run, that's way harder. If you've done an eggplant run, that's way harder.
Just do it. Just do a low hell run instead.
Well, we've actually had quite a few grind events, and I don't know that anyone...
Those are really exciting.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's completed a low hell run, but yeah.
PTF saying, oh, just start your AJE runs with a max hell run. Like, that's no big deal. But yeah, I make fun, but yeah, it's definitely doable for at least these 4 runners and probably many other people in the community.
Yep.
So Carly Braun wants one more BM, one more. Meanwhile, Kirby is completely given up on the challenge.
She's still pacifist into 4-3.
I mean,
completely giving up.
So a low percent, no gold. What's the opposite of true? False pacifist?
Yeah.
Fake pacifist? Something like that?
You could argue that since Olmec is an idol, he doesn't have a soul, and therefore killing him doesn't actually count when it comes to kill counter.
Let's see these strats here. This is the real event. Ah, that's not working.
The first Zoom, huh?
Oh yeah. I forgot we could do that.
I was thinking about asking you to do that on a couple of the hell runs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to have a layout with more Zoom options, but maybe for the next event. What's Kirby doing? Okay. What? Yeah, what is... Anyways, things are probably getting a little bit silly, so probably call it a day here, but I wanted to thank Kenny Jup and Flannel Violin for joining on commentary. Flannel's great to have you on your first cast, and hopefully you had as much fun as we did.
Yep, no problem.
And thank the runners, Meowmix Mix, Shin Greywords, Kirby, and Carla Braun. They might be continuing to stream on their own channels, but we're going to go ahead and host our good friend Elad Difficult, a Condor or a Crypto the Nectar Dancer specialist, and looks like there's some fun racing going on over there. Let me just pull up that channel here. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll let you guys know when the next events are. We've got a Twitter feed, speed events, but you'll also be able to see it on the Reddit Spelunky, and the Discord, of course. But thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, gang.
Very much.
Shoot, raid message. I don't know, good raid message. Bye.